Let me do this shit, man, before I go to sleep, man, because y'all ask this question. First, we're going to do the mic check, 1, 2. Crazy ass notifications come up when I go. Say, listen, man. All right, so I'm trying to see, am I dysfunctional? Like, what the hell? I'm starting to think, man, me personally, I'm starting to think people just like, they like calling me this shit. Cause I be letting too many motherfuckers call me shit, but I be letting folks kind of get off on me, man. And I don't be returning the volley, right? I don't return that shit back. I kind of eat that shit. I be letting folks actually say all these crazy things like, yeah, nigga, this nigga rule this, rule that. What up, Daniel Berry? What up? Yeah, that nigga rule, they say rule is this, they say rule is that. Say, fuck that scapegoat shit, man. I done been a scapegoat for nigga all my life. Or the dark horse, or the black sheep. Listen, y'all not gonna tell me we ain't raised up in a community, in a country, in a world to where we know what people respect at the end of the day, right? We know what folks glorify at the end of the day. Black people, for sure, right? They not gonna say shit out loud unless other people make it easy for them to come out and say this shit, man. So my thing is, I just want to know, like, am I toxic? Am I controlling? Or is some other shit? God, maybe I am toxic, bro. And maybe I am controlling, depending on what I'm controlling. What up, Brownie? What up, Brown Heart? What you do now, man? Listen, man, it's what I haven't did. I done traveled the goddamn country. You know what I mean? That's some shit I ain't do at one point. I got like this. I got 3 states. I got a hit I haven't hit, right? That's what I haven't did. Everything else I done did. What up, Tay Tay? Extremely tough. Man, listen, you gonna come in with it. You know damn well. Listen, all right, hold on, man, hold on. I got 3 states, right? I hit Vermont. So since y'all want to talk about what I do, all right, this is what I did. I got to go to Maine, Montana, and Nevada, right? And I probably got to hit that whole West Coast because I ain't been to the West Coast since I was a kid, right? So it don't count. It's all about what I've done as a grown-ass man. You understand what I'm at? I'm laying down. That's what I'm doing. Candy Cane, what up? I'm laying down, chilling, trying to mellow out, trying to be peaceful, trying not to be as toxic, man. Now look, why y'all, not y'all, right? But why y'all too, right? Fuck it, y'all too. How y'all be putting this dysfunction on me like as if we ain't all come up, you know, on bullshit? I'm on my back, as a matter of fact. Head straight up, looking straight up. On my stomach. Only time I get on my stomach is like if somebody doing that George Jefferson ass massage, like, you know, when he was getting his back stepped on and shit. Now, that shit do feel good, man. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I had to get on my stomach for that, man. And I remember, look, fuck that, Tay Tay. My brother, I used to have this real back pain. Maybe it's the way I used to sleep when I was young. It's gotten better now, but it used to be in the middle of my back, like around the spine area. And my brother would have to get the baseball bat that we have. I had to get on the floor, get on my stomach, and he'll clean the actual tip of the baseball bat, put some ice hot on that motherfucker, and he just had to just press on my back. That's the only time that shit would go away. And they'd be like, oh, I'd be like, oh shit, I can't move. That shit hurt like a big knot. And I just can't move. These are the only times I get on my stomach. You get what I mean? You ain't shit. I ain't shit. I'm an ain't shit ass nigga. Y'all know I ain't shit, bro. Sugar nip, sugar. Oh, this shit. What the hell? Oh yeah, you a big dude. I got back problem. Nah, I ain't big like that. It's just, yeah, my kids done walked on my back before, jumped on the back, really walked on it. But that was a long time ago. I used to sleep all wrong, right? I'm just, man, fuck that, man. We talking about, listen, my back good now, man. Hey? So look, it's root toxic, controlling. Because look, this is what I've noticed, right? This is what I've noticed, right? Because people tell me I'm controlling. And I've always asked them, I say, so am I controlling for my benefit or is it for like your benefit? And even in the future, it won't be for my benefit. So don't make it seem like, oh yeah, you doing it for our benefit now, but nigga, later on, it's gonna be for your benefit. No, fuck that. No, I'm out the way. So I'm looking at the military and I'm looking at boot camp. I'm looking at football practice, basketball practice, you know, trainers in the gym. I look at everything else to where people, well, even the goddamn Jackson, even when Joe Jackson made his kid, Richard Williams made his daughters great. It's like, I'm just trying to see the black community, why we so hell-bent on this controlling, you controlling, right? Like as if people don't need to be controlled in certain things to make them better. Because when I mention all the other forms of control, now, get me on this, right? Hit me on this one. Hit me on this one. If a person's controlling you for their benefit, that's the negative. But I don't see the difference, right? In the black community when folks say, okay, this nigga controlling, but it's for everybody to benefit. It's like he making us do the shit we need to do. Because in the end, we going to appreciate the results, right? So let's just say the football coach, the basketball coach, the boxing coach, the track coach, the man at the gym, the personal trainer, somebody who's on your ass, right? And making you do the shit that you normally wouldn't do. For some reason, your ass just don't want to get up on your own and do this hard ass workout, right? Everybody I know who played football and they got to run them laps and shit and they got to run up and down the field and they got to do what, they not going to do that any other time though, right? But guess what though? When they performing at a high level during the game, they happy that they went through that shit during practice. Same way with a lot of women, right? These women getting their bodies right and they going through some bullshit. The shit that men normally would go through athletically, women are going through it. And some putting themselves through it, but it's somebody making them do it too, right? Controlling them. But see, like 9 months later, right? What up, Philly boy? What up? Appreciate it, Philly boy. See, 9 months later, a year later, when the same woman look at her body and be like, oh shit, and all of a sudden now you stunned. All of a sudden, your waist snatch, all of a sudden you feeling yourself, you taking all them Instagram ass goddamn memes, all them Instagram videos and shorts, all the pictures that the women put up. The niggas do too, right? But we been on some athletic ass shit. We know what it's like to have somebody on our ass making us do 100 push-ups when we don't really want to do the shit. What up, Sop? I say, what up? What I'm saying is controlling, right? For your benefit. Everybody who's been controlled to work out, to exercise, after a year of them being consistent at it, with the same person on their ass though, guess what? Nobody had a complaint. Nobody. Everybody looked at their stomach and be like, whoa, shit, look at my goddamn six-pack. All the women who toned up, all the men who got, let's say, ripped, them niggas is not sitting around mad. Now, they might be on some, man, my trainer a whole ass nigga for that shit, dog. But it's a good laugh. It's a sigh of relief. It's like on some, thank you. But you a bitch ass nigga for what you put me through type shit, right? See, you could be a bitch ass nigga for putting somebody through some bullshit if the outcome is in their favor. Because for some reason in this world we live in, you gotta go through the bullshit to get shit. I don't know why. It's like the hard work you put in, you get the results that other people don't get because other folks don't want to put the hard work in, right? The folks who want it easy or they lazy as fuck, they don't get shit. It's like they don't get what they want because everybody like that, right? All right. So you separating yourself from other people. Somebody can see potential in you and say, you know what? Tay ass ain't gonna do this shit on her own. I gotta get on Tay ass and make her do this shit. Tay not finna go ahead and go to school, man. I got to make her ass go to school. I'm finna force her ass. I'm about to fuck around, threaten her ass that she better go to school and get out that motherfucker by the time she 35, man. Or give some incentives, don't get me wrong, but it gotta be some threats. Like, man, your ass, man, you got me fucked up, man. Get your ass on the ground right now, nigga, and do 50 push-ups. And you gotta do 50 push-ups every day this year. Every single day, you gotta do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, man. All right? If I gave, right, being pissed off to me, it seems like people gotta go through some traumatic. They gotta go through traumatic shit. It's like stirring up the pot. It's kind of like when I look at the greats, the people who was great and they made their kids great, LeVar Ball and shit, right? The Wayans, Keenan Ivan Wayans, and the Jacksons, and LeBron James, and so many men. It's like the men who actually said, fuck all that talking about I'm controlling. I'm about to make my kids great. And the kids somewhat hated their daddy for the shit. Richard Williams, them, Serena and Venus. Why is it these kids, like Michael Jackson was not mad though. He was not mad. Janet and them are not. These people 50 and 60 years old right now and they thank their daddy and their mama. I'm listening to Damon Wayans on Club Shay Shay, and he's giving thanks to his mom and daddy. He giving thanks to Keenan. It's like everybody, for some reason, at the end, when a motherfucker made you go to where you need to go because you didn't see what the hell you need to see at that time because maybe you was too young, your vision wasn't clear, and somebody just made you become great, dog. And they was on your ass on some unfair shit, right? And you was thankful 20 years later when you was in a position, when you think about where you could have been and you realize where you at, you thankful as fuck. And you not mad, you not regretful. And I'm listening to Coach Nick Saban, right? From Alabama. And he made sense. He made good sense, dog. He said even with his system, because he had the blueprint, right? And he was the dominant coach for the last 15, 20 years for sure, right? He said to the players who's coming to Alabama, now this man done won 6 national championships at Alabama, dog. Okay. He didn't produce how many Heisman? He got Mark Ingram, Derrick Henry, Devontae Smith. Did anybody else? What you call it? Bryce Young. Who else won the Heisman from Alabama? As of right now, I'm seeing 4 Heismans. Then you got a lot of finalists like Amari Cooper, Jalen Hurts. Well, Jalen Hurts went to Oklahoma when he was a finalist. Tua Tagovailoa. So you got all these people he was producing, and what he said was, when you come to Alabama, you got to force the coaching staff to play your ass, right? So you got to leave us no choice but to play you. So you forcing us based on what we putting you through. If you that damn good, we can't keep you on the bench, dog, too long, even if we don't like your ass, dog. That's the cold part about it, is when a motherfucker got to play you when they don't really even like you to a certain extent because you that damn good. So somebody got to force you, forcing them to play you, dog. That forcing shit. I'm not saying when it comes to sex and all that, that's the only time that shit is bad, bro. Anything else, it can be seen as good. He say you got to force the coaching staff to play you because you're just doing the absolute most, but you're doing the right things on the field and off the field. They can't afford to keep you on the bench because they will lose, risking you, even if they don't like you, but you on the goddamn bench, it's going to cause them to lose, man. And on top of that, he mentioned, listen, he mentioned, on top of that, hold on. On top of that, he also mentioned, he said that the reason why he put his players through all that hard work and dedication and the shit may seem unfair, it's because he know, by him being a former NFL coach, what it's gonna take for you to play in the NFL, and he just wanna give everybody the chance. It makes sense. Now we know he be on some whole ass shit at his practices though, right? But it makes sense when he said, I want you to have a goddamn fighting chance to go to the next level and to perform at an all-pro, Pro Bowl, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, whatever the fuck type level, man. You're not gonna get that when people sugarcoating shit and letting you slide and not telling you where you falling short because they like you, don't want to hurt your feelings. And we understand how to be sensitive also, right? But I'm saying when you see the potential, but you letting the potential go to waste because that person's a crybaby, nigga. Or that person's threatening to leave and shit. Nigga, leave, bitch ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. So I'm equating that to the controlling thing, right? I'm sitting back looking at people and I'm like, man, I got a lot to learn, but there's so many people I see who just not aware of what they can do. Now we talking about this shadow working. You know, I'm big into the shadow work, right? A be tired try to act like I don't know what I'm saying about shadow work. Nigga, shadow work. This is shadow work, dog. Shadow work is you as a person. You tapping into your potential and you unlocking the potential you have in you that you've been suppressing, right? And you are bringing the beast out. It's like the things that you are scared of, even of yourself, you bring it out. And it ain't the same as you saying, I don't want to unleash this beast because nigga, I'm gonna hurt everybody. Nah, we ain't talking about you acting like if you act like you one of those people that if you really tap into your real potential, everybody gonna be in trouble type shit. Man, fuck all that, nigga. Don't even try to run that, nigga. You trying to run that. You trying to run that long, let me be, bro, because nigga, look, man, just let me sleep, let me lay, bro, because nigga, if I got to really tap in and really know myself, nigga, dog, it's gonna be bad for all y'all. Nigga, I'm not talking to you, man. You need to stay your ass asleep. I'm talking about the people who understand that, okay, it's some fears you have to overcome. And somebody like myself, somebody like whoever can see those fears and can make you face them fears, dog. Like straight up throw you in the pool, man, and it's 10 feet. And just see if your ass gonna fucking drown. And then when you realize when you're in the pool, you're not gonna let yourself drown and you'll find yourself swimming. And it's like, why in the hell you didn't know that before? And it's not your fault. It's the fact people around you and shit, right, never told you. And that's the unfair part, is when you're dealing with people around you and they so threatened by what you can become to where they can't even tell you how to get started because they think that they gonna lose and shit if you become the beast that you're supposed to be. That scary ass black people shit. They just being quiet about your potential. And it's funny how it take a white man, right? So we going back, ladies and gentlemen, we going back to 2014. All right, NBA Finals. Spurs versus versus Miami Heat, right? Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili versus Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh, Mario Chalmers, whoever else on the team, right? So the Heat beat the Spurs in 2013 in Game 7, right? Due to a Ray Allen late three-point shot in the corner that gave them a lift and eventually the win in Game 6. And then the Game 7, it was just a deciding game and the Heat won, right? The next season, they played again in the finals. Now you have the person who did not show the fuck up the year before, right? And this is when this guy became the superstar that we know now. And I'm talking about Kawhi Leonard, right? So every man, all of us, we know, me and Sapa say, we know who Kawhi Leonard is. Kawhi Leonard is somebody who can give LeBron trouble, give Steph Curry trouble. He can give Russell Westbrook. He can really get on your ass, dog. And he's that Terminator type nigga in the league. He's on a level with Giannis, right? The ones who people don't talk about all the time, like LeBron and Steph Curry and Kevin Durant. But this guy here is most definitely the one that can punish all their ass, bro. Like Giannis, like Nikola Jokic, right? You got them players who is not trying to be celebrated, ain't trying to goddamn be praised all the time. But when it come down to them actually competing in a championship round, you don't want to see them in the finals, dog. You just do not want to see Nikola Jokic. You don't want to see Giannis Antetokounmpo, and you don't want to see Kawhi Leonard in the finals because chances are your ass just might lose, dog. Yeah, LeBron, Steph Curry, y'all niggas gonna lose, man. So Kawhi Leonard done beat LeBron, D-Wade, Chris Bosh, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, all of them, Draymond Green. He done beat all of them in the finals, man. And what was key in 2014, right, is when Greg Popovich, the great coach for the Spurs, told Kawhi Leonard after game 1, when he still wasn't playing up to his potential, he didn't show up last year, the year before in 2013. Now, 2014, at 22 years old, Greg Popovich had to finally tell Kawhi Leonard, like, look, man, you are my best player. Now, folks might think he was bullshitting. He probably was, but he really wasn't. We talking about the potential, our athleticism, overall 6'7", 200, and goddamn whatever the fuck that nigga is, man. Built up, strong, on point, can dribble, can shoot, can play perimeter defense, paint defense, all this shit. This nigga here is a beast, bro. And yes, he's on team with Tim Duncan, Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu Ginobili. Of course, he wouldn't think he was the goddamn best player amongst these three, right? I don't think Tim Duncan, Ginobili, or Tony Parker told Kawhi Leonard that you better than us, nigga. Why would they say that? It wasn't for them to say it. They players like him, right? It came from the head, bro. It came from the head goddamn coach. When the head coach told this man how great his ass was, it forced him to have to step the fuck up in real time. And that's how they was able to beat the Heat in 2014 in 5 games, man. Because this nigga went off in game 2, 3, 4, and 5, man. Dog, this is when the superstar was born, bro. This is when this beast of a person who we know now as Kawhi Leonard was born, dog. That shit, nigga, made LeBron them look stupid as fuck, man. It's like he's a quiet guy. You can tell, like I said, you can tell he's one of those guys that if you don't tell him what he is, he gonna just go along with the flow and shit. And when the motherfucker told him that he's the best player on the team, I know for a fact no one ever told that man no shit like that. Not even in his real life. That's a lot of people on YouTube, right? A lot of folks on YouTube, nobody in your real life, nobody who you know and love, and people who you goddamn got this respect for has set your ass down and told you, look, man, you know what you can do, man, in 10 years. You know what you can be. Now, I ain't never said this shit to you, dog, but I'm going to say it to you right now, right? Who in the fuck in your real life ever sat you down and told you some off-the-wall crazy shit that you can actually be, but it's very possible for you to be because you kind of like involved in it now? So it's not like it's far-fetched. So no one's telling you to be an astronaut unless you already is going to medical school to be a doctor or whatnot, right? Or you into space and all that kind of shit, and spaceships and goddamn and rockets and all that. If you into it, cool. No one's telling you this shit if you ain't really got no interest in it, right? So the people who got an interest in this particular field and you already working on it, but you being stagnant even in what you do, no one ever told you that you can be the top motherfucker in this shit because don't nobody want to see your potential and they don't want you to realize your potential. Why black folks are like that shit? Why black people can see the things in you but don't want to bring it out of you? Why is that something cute, bro? Like, why in the fuck people still think that's cute to see all this good potential and you don't make their ass goddamn be great on your watch, bro? What the fuck is going on? So when people say I'm controlling based on what? Nigga, you ain't saying I'm controlling for anything on my benefit at all. But if I'm looking at you and I'm saying, look, man, do you understand, dog? You being 20-something years old, 30-something years old, right? Do you understand just for what I'm seeing how pretty you are or how handsome you are or how you could actually, just based on what I see you do well, right? How you can just go for the goddamn gold? Like, have anybody ever told you that shit? Anybody ever told you that just based on what I'm hearing, that you can actually, you could be a speaker if you want to be a speaker? Or you want to, okay, so you don't, all right, cool. You don't, all right, somebody else in another field, right? So you in the medical field, and yet you could become a doctor. Anybody told you that? Like, you do good? Like, you actually, you have an interest for this shit. It's not like I'm making you do a goddamn thing. I'm hearing it in your voice. I'm seeing it in your demeanor. All right, anybody ever told you that you could be a model? Like, you have the body of a model. All right. I don't want to pretend like you ain't got the body to walk down a runway, right? You have the body to actually walk down a runway. You have a model shaped body. Like, motherfucker don't tell you the shit. That's cold dirty, man. So when Greg Popovich telling Kawhi Leonard he's the best player, he ain't never heard that shit before, and he went out there and played it, and he realized it made sense because no one could fuck with him, because the fact that you got them 3 Hall of Famers on your team that everybody got to worry about, so it gives you room to go out here and be unaccounted for. And there's been a lot of players in the NFL and the NBA, right, who got it made when you got like a set base or people who's already solidified and respected, and yeah, you got this young superstar can come in and actually can take advantage of this opportunity, right? See, I saw that shit with the Denver Nuggets, man. When they won a championship, everybody worried about Nikola Jokic, you worried about Aaron Gordon, you worried about Jamal Murray, right? But then you had these 2 guys like Christian Braun, Bruce Brown, right? They the reason why they really won that shit. And I'm looking like, man, them 2 guys, they're special. I see that shit with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Sometimes you gotta fucking make people live up to their greatness, bro. You can't give them an opportunity to like decide, because they ass may not have the heart at this moment to decide, but they got to make sense. Once you kind of like make them do it, you got to tell them why they doing it, and you got to be something that they're already good at doing, to where they see how easy it was for them to kind of jump into shit, right? All that scary, black folks got fear. We got fear, right? That shit not gonna work. It ain't gonna work out, bro. It ain't gonna work out. I'm doubting myself. Nigga, I love it. Doubt your goddamn self, nigga. Yes, doubt yourself, bro. Be scared, dog. Scared, that's a good emotion, nigga. That's not a bad emotion. Because why is everybody who gets scared and backed up in the corner, they come out fighting? Like, you telling me they regret fighting? Motherfucker back you up in the corner and you scared. Pee in your goddamn pants, bro. You about to pee your pants, my nigga. You scared. You got 2 niggas running up on your ass, dog. They got you cornered. And you just, beat both of their ass out the corner, bro. You telling me that ain't a proud moment? But it took for you to be scared, though, huh? So that means being scared ain't really a bad thing, huh? It's just when your ass don't do shit because you stuck, nigga. It's when your ass make it a bad thing. Being scared is not bad, though. Didn't Cat Williams tell y'all that shit? Talking about, yeah, I done did some shit. I was scared than a motherfucker. Yeah, but is it a bad thing? No. It's a human emotion, but that's really for you to capitalize on the moment. Is to really say, I can't nut the fuck up, man, on this one. Because I'm scared, nigga. Motherfucker trying to kill you and shit. And you telling me you don't know how to get away? Like for some reason, your best time would be if somebody chasing after your ass, and all of a sudden now you just know how to goddamn, you just duck it, you just zoom, zigzagging. Your best driving would come if a motherfucker chasing you, man. It's crazy. That shit wild, though, bro. Your best moment would be when you scared, when somebody got you scared. Motherfucker got you held against your will, and all of a sudden you get a chance to get a gun, and you just start, all of a sudden you the best shooter, you hitting everybody in their motherfucking head, dog, and you ain't never really shot the gun, or you probably could be good at shooting, but you ain't never had to use this type of skill, but that instinct had you on point. You shooting the shit out everybody to get your ass, because you scared, my nigga. You ain't supposed to be stuck where you at on no scared shit and waiting for somebody to come tell you that you're great and you got great potential. You know you got hating ass individual around you who not gonna give you that. It's only because of you. They don't want to give you that because it's like, not because they don't want to see you outdo them. It's just the fact that they feel like you shouldn't be the one, right? You shouldn't be the one who they know that will outperform them, right? You shouldn't be the one. They already got you figured out, sized up, and already got you deemed to be a loser or a failure in life, right? So your ass is not going to be the one to win, and they're not going to encourage you to win. What up, Miss Queen Sunkins? How you doing? Hey, look, controlling people. If it's for your benefit, that's a bad thing. If it's for their benefit, man, I don't want to hear a motherfucking thing about a man in the black community who's controlling, but every time he control, everybody else eat, right? So if y'all look at Al Heyman, right, the boxing promoter Al Heyman for the PBC, he's a low-key, laid-back guy, but he got real powerful in the boxing game, and he's the reason why all them boys are getting paid, and he's controlling that shit. Everybody get paid, man. All the fighters done got paid handsomely, bro. They are not in this bitch complaining about no Al Heyman. Excuse me. Black man. You know exactly what he talking about, right? That's all we saying when you got black men who know what they talking about. Shut your ass up. If he know how to handle the situation, he know how to run it, everybody gonna benefit. Shut your ass up. Shut your want to gain leverage ass the fuck up, man, with this. You toxic. All right, speaking of toxicity, nigga. Toxicity in the black community, nigga, is normal. All right? Being toxic is you pretty much being your normal self. The thing is, people don't want you to be your normal self because a lot of folks can get hurt. So like you being somebody who would be your natural normal self, it'll put other folks at a disadvantage, right? Other folks will get injured, hurt, right? So let's just say, even something as small as you being a spoiled brat. All you women in the chat, right? All you women on YouTube, all the women on YouTube, right? Look. You believe in that every time you go out, you supposed to get something. You get what I'm saying, my nigga? Look. Look at. All the women in the chat, all the women on YouTube believe that when they go out, somebody supposed to buy them something. Guess what my daughter told me one day? That she did something that she's supposed to do, and she talking about, while she on the phone with me, she talking to her mama, talking about, so I'm supposed to get something for this, huh? I think I'm supposed to get something for this. I'm like, what? Toxic traits, man. I'm simply crazy. I'm not crazy, man. Look, crazy, get shit done too. But look, in the black community, what I'm saying, man, is this. A dude might like a little drama. You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Ruth might like a little drama in dealing with women because Ruth think that's what the fuck y'all like, man. It ain't because of me, dog. It's what you like. Why? I've heard even my mama say this shit about a boring ass man, dog. It's the reason why I try to pray I'm not a boring nigga. I swear to God, I ain't never been a boring ass nigga. A boring ass nigga? Don't know, man. You gotta be. Listen, man, nigga's interesting, bro. When I chop it up with women, nigga, I keep your attention for like 5 hours, nigga. For sure. And that's been a gift. Thank the Lord, right? But I understand in dealing with women, right, that being Braxton P. Hardenberg for a black woman who just as dysfunctional as me, it's not gonna work. I don't think black women understand dealing with a Carlton Banks, Steve Urkel. You know, they gave them types on your TV, right, to choose from, but yet it showed you the difference between that and then the opposite. The Will Smith, the goddamn me, Eddie Winslow, the Stefan Urkel, the Martin, you know what I mean, the Eddie Murphy, the motherfucker, you know, that's TV shit, right? But the DMXs, the Tupacs, you know, the niggas, why Tupac got all that goddamn love, right? Because he was toxic. What up, Tit for Tat? What up? Why Tupac get all that love, man? Because he know how to play on the emotions of women. Dog, why you think bumming ass niggas get all the love from women? Because they know how to play on the emotions of a woman. That's interesting shit when a nigga acting like he JP and he ain't got shit and he can't get his shit together, right? And he needs your ass. Now, I'm begging you, baby. Hey, I need, man, please, man, no, hold on. He begging the fuck out you, right? See, it's toxic for you as a goddamn woman to even like this type of shit. You like niggas begging? You understand what I mean? Hold on, put this goddamn phone back. Look, hold up. Listen. You like niggas begging? You like the nigga begging? That brings you joy for a nigga to need you like that. That's toxic, man. And you saying I'm toxic? Nah, man, I ain't toxic, my nigga. Well, I am. Look, man. Peep this. What did I do? What up, Arvort? What up? Appreciate you, Arvort. Hey, look. Here you go. Peep this, right? The black community, we dysfunctional. We too soulful, my nigga. We got too much rhythm. That's toxic. Being able to move your body a certain way, being able to sing and dance and all that shit, all that is gifted. It's gifted to where you will keep people's attention and make folks actually buy into you, right? You think niggas like Gabe got any? Listen, y'all see the difference, right? Look at Gabe. Look at me, man. See the difference? Gabe is swear up and down, right? He ain't none of that Pookie and Ray shit, but he want to be a Pookie. Because he still understand Dr. G. Like I told Dr. G, it's a certain part of a man's raising that he don't care about what folks want for him. He want to have that experience of being a Pookie and a Ray ass nigga. He want to at least be raised up in that, and then he change and refine himself into a tech bro or somebody in cybersecurity and all of those shit, right? It's like he got to have the background of a gangster. You see what I'm at? What up, Innocent, Unique, Wilson? How you doing? Miss Queen Sun Kids. The toxicity of black men is believing that they are gangsters and shit, right? And admiring the pimp and the drug dealer and the killer and the gangster and the niggas in the streets, right? Even if he don't necessarily have to go that route, he understands that when he get older, that is what's going to be used against him. If he's not a woman beating ass nigga, if he don't talk shit to women, talk bad to women, dog, fuck over women, all these stripes, these are goddamn stripes. These are stripes, bro. Being a good dude. So let me tell you something about what black men was told wrong, right? All right, this is what black men was told wrong, ladies, about doing everything the right way. Don't go to jail. Don't join the gang. Don't be broke, right? Go to school, get a degree, get a high school diploma, get a degree, right? Walk the straight and narrow. Go to church. Shit like that, right? Go to motherfucking, whatever the fuck, right? Be involved. Be a husband. Be a father, right? Guess what? These niggas grow up and realize everybody told them all wrong. That the total opposite is what works. Because all these niggas are doing is doing so-called good shit. They doing what they doing to get women at the end of the day, right? The good nigga is not a good nigga, right? The good black man, he's not a good black man. He's pretending to be that way because he believes that's going to get him women until he realize they don't get him no woman. And you see why he have a problem with the bad guys getting women. Because he want the women. If he was a good guy, he wouldn't give a fuck about nobody else getting women. He would be all about just being a good guy, right? He did everything right, but still got to come in this bitch acting like he's a goddamn Pookie and Ray like Gabe. Because he see who gets the women. And on top of that, the marriage, right? He go to marriage, right? Why married niggas be hating on single niggas or married niggas? See, look, this is what women, you ladies got to understand this shit. And I'm going to say this shit 1,000 times, right? And this toxic as fuck, though, from a good dude. This a good nigga, right? Being toxic right here, right, ladies? Here you go. These niggas don't like the fact, like Gabe, Victor Hart, Otis, we can name them, Brownsville, all of them, right? They really don't like the fact that black women hold their marriage against their goddamn ass, man. That's crazy, ain't it? Peep this though. Nah, I ain't got stripes. Nah, hell no. Nah, Miss Queen. Black men who actually get married to a black woman. This is what he thought. He thought by him doing the right thing, by marrying a black woman, that that's going to bring more black women around to want to give him pussy and throat for that. That's what the fuck he thought. When he see that he's not being rewarded, right, by the hoes or the women who's on some freak hoe shit in they freak bag, right, that they would fuck with the fucked up nigga, the toxic nigga, right, the nigga who is on bullshit, the niggas who ain't doing anything right, doing everything all wrong, right? That's who the women would fuck with, right? The niggas who did everything right, got married, started a family and all those shit, they want the pussy too, but they feel like, hold on, why the fuck I can't get none? You right here doing it in front of me and you gonna do it for Rue, but you don't do it for me. I did the right thing. I got married. Rue didn't get married. That's what Brownsville gonna say. That's what Gabe gonna say. See, I got married to a black woman. Rue didn't. But he can get the freakiest side of you, and I can't get none of that shit because you going to hold my marriage against me, talking about you don't want to break up a happy home. Bitch, why not? That's what Gabe want to know, why he in your face, right? Why you think Gabe come around? Why you think Vic come around? Why you think Otis come around? You think these niggas coming around to do what? Like, what the fuck these niggas want, man? Why in the hell you think all you women telling me that the married nigga is the most desperate and ain't more single than a single nigga, right? Why you think you telling me this goddamn shit? You don't think I know this shit? I know this shit because he been waiting long enough to see when y'all gonna come around and pop the pussy, and your ass ain't came around quick enough, fast enough. So now he's on your ass. Huh? Listen to you boy real fast, though. Listen to you boy real fast. Hold on. How that don't make no sense, though? That don't even make no sense. Which part don't make no sense, Tay? I'll break it down to you a little bit. Tell me the part that don't make no sense. These married niggas all in y'all face. They got a wife. Why you not in your wife's face right now? Why? Because they feel like they did the right thing by getting married. And you, black woman, black women, period, is supposed to be rewarding these niggas the way you reward the fuck nigga. He want to hit it too. So what if he married? So well, I know I'm married. I'll go, look. She ain't got to know. Baby, hold on, be quiet though. Just I just want to, you let Rue hit. Why I can't hit? Listen. So you gonna thot it up for Rue, dog? Like you gonna, like I'm sitting right here. I'm only going around this nigga because y'all gonna thot it up for this nigga, bro. Not like nigga. I want to break from my wife, man, but you gonna hold. It's like you punishing me for getting married. I thought I was supposed to be rewarded for this shit. This toxic shit, bro. This toxic ass shit. It ain't got nothing to do with me, man. You think a married nigga in your face is because of what? And why he in your face? What Gabe say the other day? He said he don't want to give no woman on YouTube no money. He calling women broke and all that old shit. So why he in your face? Or is he in my face? My bad. What he on? He around. Miss Queen. He around. Having buyer's remorse. See, this is why black men take too goddamn long to marry your ass, man. I'm gonna tell you why. Every black man was given an ultimatum. We're talking about the married black men, right? They was given an ultimatum. Threatened, right? These niggas, right? They will waste your motherfucking time and your youth and your beauty as long as you let them, right? And of course, you know that. But what they are doing is waiting to see if something better would come while they with you before they make a hell of a decision, a permanent decision by marrying your motherfucking ass. You ain't got to make no nigga marry you. He know if he want to marry you. But if he's sitting back saying, okay, let me see, dog, like, it's been 4 years. I mean, I just know for a fact, as soon as I marry this bitch, guess what? The woman who I really want, I'm going to meet her ass next year. I'm going to be mad as fuck. Yes, you going to be mad than a motherfucker, nigga. You think God going to play a cruel little trick on you, dog? He might, because he know you in it for the wrong reason. He know you ain't never really want this goddamn woman. You didn't start this goddamn shit because you wanted this woman, bro. This toxicity. You didn't start this like a business and you say, you know what? I need to get a woman with me, bro, to be my co-pilot, and we finna have children. I'm gonna get a house and all that. We're gonna do everything the right way. It's gonna be planned out. See, you didn't start a relationship the way you would start a business. God saw you, nigga. He saw the ugly in you, nigga. So you gonna just milk it and milk it. That's what you know, you gonna milk it until she say, hold on, nigga, I'm 27, I'm 28. Dog, like, what are we gonna do? Either you marry me, nigga, right? Or either her daddy gonna put that shotgun in your stomach and say, nigga, you gonna marry my woman, my girl, my daughter, and make her an honest woman, or I'm gonna kill you right now type shit. It's always gotta be some threats. These niggas are threatened, bro. These niggas are under extortion, my nigga. These niggas ain't freely marrying no goddamn woman. A woman threatened to leave you to go be with somebody else, and you just didn't want her to be with nobody else before you had your chance to get with somebody else. It's always been the game, man. These niggas ain't never gave a fuck about marrying shit. And women, niggas don't see that the women, right, peep that shit in you. Because if you really was all about your wife and your family, dog, you wouldn't be all in my face fucking with me saying shit to me. Nigga, how in the hell you a man and you done crossed over to goddamn fuck with a woman, right? Why your woman ain't fucking with me, nigga? That's what women be wanting to know. See, I feel like this. I feel like men shouldn't have nothing to say to women like that, and women shouldn't be having nothing to say to men. Like if you got somebody, let that person of the same gender tend to that situation, right? Men shouldn't be hating on women. Women shouldn't be hating on men. That shit's tacky. It's ugly than a motherfucker. That shit don't make no goddamn sense, man. It don't, right? So folks be violating, crossing boundaries and shit like that, and don't even be aware of the shit. What the fuck a nigga saying to a woman? What a married nigga got to say to a goddamn woman on YouTube? Your woman ain't on here, and your woman don't know if your ass on here. Like in the case of Gabe, nigga, Teal don't know if your ass is on here playing the games you playing, cause she'll leave your stupid, your monkey mouth ass. She'll leave the fuck out you, dog, so quick. She out there making all that good money as a surgeon. You a house husband, and you playing on YouTube for what? Because you don't like her, nigga. But yet you know you can use that to brag. That's what the fuck married people be doing on YouTube a lot of times, right? Is use their marriage to goddamn pull rank and to brag and to pretty much tell folks, yeah, you don't know what you're saying about this shit. I do. Bitch ass nigga, you don't know what the fuck you saying. Cause I can tell you exactly why you in the situation you in. You ain't happy, nigga. Hey, listen. The nigga not happy. Peep this, right? Nigga, you ain't happy. You ain't happy. You just haven't found something better before your wife found something better, nigga. That's why you acting like you would be damned if she go anywhere. You could have let her go, man. If she finds somebody before you find, dog, you was in it for the wrong reason anyway. So maybe that's your karma. Take that as the karma, bro. Don't get killed as the karma. You get what I'm saying, bro? I'll take it, Miss Queen Sunkiss. I'll take it, right? If I know I was in it for the wrong reason with a woman, and I'm like, okay, I can let her go, right? And if she go and spare me my life and freedom, I'll take that as my karma compared to her realizing what the fuck I did. And now she cleaning her gun. Now she's doing some shit because she gonna get me, whether she gonna get me when she cook and put something in my food, or she gonna get something and get me when I'm knocked out sleep, slobbering and shit, right? She gonna get me, dog. So why not just pick my own karma, let her go, and let her kind of go be with somebody before I get a chance to be with somebody? I wasn't in it for the right reasons any motherfucking way. I only married this woman because I thought it would bring me more pussy. That's all. I thought I did the right thing and I would be rewarded because I see these movies where everybody, all these women just be throwing themselves at a married nigga. What the fuck Gabe and Vic and them thought it was gonna be pussy popping on her hands, that nigga. He thought, Vic, Otis, the niggas on YouTube thought, right? Anton Daniels, Brownsville, all of them thought that the women, just based on the movies, it was gonna be that woman who was a seductress, right? She was just so showing her cleavage, got nice C's and D cups, nigga, so sexy and shit, right? That, listen, this is what the fuck the married nigga thought. The married nigga thought that by him being married, that the women is gonna chase him just so he, right, can shut them down by saying, well, you know, I'm married. See, he want that privilege to give. He want that first right of refusal that the women be having over men. That's what the nigga wanted. He thought that he would be the one to have to turn down all the pussy and mention his marriage, right, to make himself more attractive to women, right? But he ain't got that chance because the women not checking for his ass. And that's what's making him desperate. The nigga crashing out, dog, in his head. He like, hold on, man. Hold up. They done told the black man all wrong, dog. Damn it, they done told the black man all wrong, man. The black man been lied to. The black man been lied to, man. That's what the fuck these niggas sound like. Hold up, man. I wanted to kind of like be the one to slut shame a chick trying to throw something at me when she knew I was married, trying to break up my happy home. I supposed to be the one, right, who could decide whether I'm going to give in or I'm going to dismiss it and show strength, right? Because this is what they told me, that once I got married, nigga, I was going to be more attractive. I was going to be more sexy, nigga. What the fuck niggas be thoughting? They was thoughting this shit, nigga. Huh? Listen to your boy Rude, man. I ain't lying to you about this shit, bro. It's frustration. It's toxic. See, I'm not toxic like that, man. I understand how to avoid that. See, my toxicity, nigga, is me on some makeup sex ass shit. You feel me? I don't be going around burping and passing gas, being toxic, bro. I don't be going around wanting to fight and just ready for a fight, ready to goddamn, you know, a motherfucker gotta try to hold me back because I'm ready to knock a nigga ass out. See, I ain't that type of toxic, nigga. My toxicity is me wanting to goddamn, nigga, fuck with a woman and we arguing and fighting and going back and forth, right? And then I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch. The fuck you talking about, man? That dumb ass shit you saying. And she going off on me and shit. And nigga, we ain't got necessary exchange licks, but we amped up to where once that shit calm down, I'm on her ass, nigga. Cause I know all that shit done trickle down in the pussy, bro. And I want to be the recipient of what comes out that motherfucking pussy when that shit gushing, nigga. That's what the fuck, nigga. Top toxic shit I be on with the hoes, my nigga. Give a fuck what you saying about any other level of toxicity. What the fuck I be doing? That's toxic. Other than that shit. Cursing? All right, man. Gotta give you that, nigga. Cursing. Talking shit. All right, man. What else? We talking about dealing with women, though. Me being controlling, it's really always been for a woman and her best interest. It's like, man, look, go on, do that, man. Folks say things like, nigga, the food, you be trying to make people get food and make people buy this and get that. No, man. That's toxic or is that controlling? If I kind of know what you want and I just tell you go get it, and I kind of like make you go get the shit. Because you're not going to go, you ain't going to get, you know, trust me, you been a woman, you going to think about everybody else. So you're not going to get it, you know what I mean, on your own because you're going to feel bad for getting it. And I guess I'm trying to make you not feel bad for getting it. If it's something, I'll be like, look, go get it, man. I got it. I got you, man. Go and get it. Let me know when you up there. Go and get it, right? And you so, oh, rude, no, nigga, I can't do that because I got to worry about everybody else, nigga. Looking ass, man. And Rude saying, nah, you don't. Be selfish about this for once. You see me? It's some shit you could be, you have to know when to share and when to be all for self, man. You get what I mean? You can't be, look, adopt a male mind for once, right? And say, look, this nigga is trying to get me to actually just get this for myself. What I said on Big J shit, I say, look, when I tell people go get some food, right? It's for you to go and get the food that you probably been wanting to get, but you ain't been able to get, right? And I want you to get a lot of it. Like, not just one thing. Get a variety of it. Nigga, I spent 80, 90, 100, 150 if you just gonna go and get, look, whatever food you like, nigga, it can be $100, bro. Eat this shit for 5 days, my nigga. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what the fuck I'm controlling, my nigga. Is you gonna go get this shit because you been wanting this shit. Go and get it. Am I the goddamn devil? I ain't the devil, man. Coercing you and tempting you into some shit you want to do. Don't let Vic call me the devil. That nigga say I'm the devil, man. Vic done told y'all I'm the devil, and the devil be giving gifts. So I'm the guy. I'm Lucifer. But Lucifer the devil, I mean, is that good or bad? Because I'm telling you, go ahead, man. Order this shit. You ain't got to worry about paying for it. I got it. That's what you've been wanting for years. Get that bottle of perfume. Go get them pair of shoes. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go get that food, that exotic ass food you've been wanting to get, you ain't been able to get. And look, get multiple things on the menu. Not just one thing, dog. Run it up to $100-something, my nigga, I got it. And it's all for you when you get it. You ain't gotta share this shit with nobody. Does that make you selfish? Not as a person, but does that make you selfish in the moment? If you want to look at selfish as something negative, then all right, whatever. But if it's something you know you just really want to enjoy, because my vision is this is my vision, Tay. My vision is if I tell you go get something, right? And you got 4 or 5 different entrees. Like I see what I be posting on my shit, right? It's for you to be at home one day, or you at work and you excited to go home because you like, oh shit, that shit rude got me, man. I gotta go home and get some of that. And you supposed to just be on your bed, man, right? In your room with your TV on. And you supposed to just have 4 different little things you about to pick from. And you gonna eat, like my mama, right? She like oxtails and beef tips, and she like turkey wings. So it's kind of like for her to have a variety of that, a piece of each one, right? And different type of size while she's on her bed watching TV. The reason why she don't like me bringing all that food, because she feel like I'm gonna make her eat in one day. I'm like, man, when have I ever made you eat some goddamn food all in one day when I'm bringing all this goddamn food, man? I don't even eat this shit. I be having this shit in my truck for damn near a week, man. How I'm gonna make your little ass eat some shit all in one day, huh? But I don't want you to be turned off by the amount, because the mindset is supposed to be, it's a feast, right? A variety of shit for when you now on the bed, watching your favorite TV shows, looking at whatever's making you go, emotions go up and down, man. You supposed to be able to say, here go a crab leg, here go a shrimp, here go a crawfish, man, here go a scallop, here go, all right, Indian food this, here go any and that, any and that, any and that. Got your piece of your garlic naan, man, and you dipping in motherfucking the sauce, man, and you eating the goddamn shit while you watching, like whatever them juicy goddamn shit you be watching and shit. You like, oh my God, this shit's so good. But then the food is good too, while you eating the motherfucker, while the shit dripping off your goddamn mouth, man. That's what the fuck I be seeing, because I be on the road with this shit. Now, the only difference is I'm not watching all my TV shows, man, but I'm looking at how important it is to have a little time to yourself, man, with the shit you want around you to put you at ease and put you at peace, right? And the shit costs $100, man. I don't give a fuck about it. Go and get it. Sit your ass on your bed, man, and ain't nobody else coming in. If you want to share, fine. Your ass ain't got to share shit. Don't say I'm controlling because I see that vision. It's a vision. That's it. It's a vision, bro. It's a vision, my nigga. It's a vision, bro. It's a vision, man. I see potential. It's a vision. That's it. Y'all so not used to niggas having visions and shit. You're so not used to black men running shit. That's what y'all be getting it fucked up. Y'all so used to niggas being told what to do by y'all. Y'all get on. Y'all talking about, oh, I got a daddy who rude. I got an uncle. Man, I ain't none of them niggas. We talking about nigga your age. We talking about somebody your age. Because you going to get that reference to somebody 30 years older than you, right? 50-something years older. Don't tell me about your goddamn daddy and granddaddy, man. Them people in their 70s, man. And them people been out the way for a while, though, right? They not running shit, because y'all done got grown, right? We talking about nigga your age range, man. Why can't nigga your age be the... What's the discrimination for black women and people your age? I don't want to hear shit about motherfucker Martin Luther King and them, man. I don't want to hear about them people who born in the 20s, man. Them niggas born in the 20s, man. They died in the 60s, dog. Why in the hell is you telling me about a nigga born in the 1800s, man, that you don't even know? You didn't know that nigga. You heard about that man who was born in the late 1800s, bro, the early 1900s, man. How in the hell you, my age, talking about somebody in the 1900s, man? Who do you know for real in an 1800s, coming out the 1800s, man? Talking about a real man, this and real. All right, then we talking about nigga your age range, who learning shit and learning what to do and how to do and how to benefit the situation around and how to make people tap in the way they need to tap in before it's too late. Because y'all thinking we got time like that, right? Like as if you ain't got people around you who you want to see, who you would like, right, to see you at your best at least before they die. Like why in the hell you playing like as if you ain't got nobody you want to make proud? So I'm supposed to just look at your potential, look at what you can do, and just shut the fuck up, right? Because of what? Because you grown. You grown, all right? But if you grown, wouldn't nobody be able to tell you or should be able to tell you what to do, right? You know what I mean? Like, remember, look, child support court tell you that shit. They tell you, look, man, if y'all so grown, if y'all knew what y'all was doing, you wouldn't be up in this motherfucker, man. Well, we telling you how it's going to be. That's exactly what's right. I agree. They say, man, if y'all knew what y'all was doing, or if y'all was actually so grown and all this shit you claiming to be, you wouldn't be in this bitch trying to figure out what the fuck y'all gonna do as parents, huh? That makes sense. Tell me about no grown ass shit. Then you grown because your ass got to be old. And we just give you grown because you over 25, man. Or you 30. How in the hell you grown and somebody got to tell you what to do, or somebody got to show you what to do, right? That means you ain't that grown. That means it's room for you to learn, right? It's some learning. You can learn, man. I can learn. Stop acting like you got it all figured out to where you just can't learn from somebody else because what, you don't want to hear it from somebody else? All right, man, well, don't hear it. And I think that at that point, right, if you don't want to necessarily hear it, you ain't got no motherfucking room to feel envious or hate on nobody, man. Now you in total violation. And now you become somebody who, let's say when them spiritual beings get a hold of your ass for getting in the way of progress, and you just don't want nobody telling you shit because you grown, right? You a grown motherfucker. But at the same time, right, you should start hating on everybody. You should be jealous of people and envious of people and all that. You should do all that, right? Because now other people taking advantage of their opportunities and their moments and shit to be great. And you see that shit and you feel like, well, I know them. What the fuck they doing? Like, I thought we was all going to be in this shit together and not do shit on YouTube or be in this little circle or clique of people being mediocre and shit, right? So anybody who want to be better is waging war in real time. And you like, hold on. So now you thought nobody was never going to want to do anything different? So nobody could tell you a bitch ass thing for you to get better because you fully grown. Y'all put fully in the front of the shit to let a nigga know you grown. You fully grown, right? But you not out the way, though. You in the way of people trying to learn. Other folks trying to learn how to get better. They learning ways that maybe they mom and daddy can never teach them. Somebody else can teach them and show them, and yet they believe in the shit. And it doesn't mean they brainwash. It means that if shit has been produced and proven in front of you, right? The results are being produced and it's proven in front of you, and you just try it yourself, right? To see if the results gonna apply to you. And then when you see the results applying to you, you like, hold on, man. Hold up. That shit work? And you going based on the results. I've always told folks, go based on results, man. Don't go based on my word. Don't go based on none of the shit I'm saying. Go based on if I say, look, try that shit. And if it's worked for you to where you see yourself getting better in whatever aspect of life, guess what? All I ask for you is to continue doing it. You ain't got to question shit. You looking at, okay, this motherfucker told me to do this. He showed me how to do that. I done lost a little weight doing this shit. Or I was able to get a certain amount of money because motherfucker showed me how to actually get a little money doing this. And I done seen how I was able to get a quick 300, 400, 500 just doing it. Like, hold on, man. I actually got 300, 400 out this shit. What the fuck? All a nigga asking you is go based on results. Don't go based on word. If a nigga got proven results and they showing you how it's done, dog, you don't have to feel like, I don't want to be sucked in and brainwashed. I don't want to be like I'm a following shit. I don't want to blind follow. You're not blind following if you see results. You ain't blind follow shit. You ain't blind follow nobody if you can clearly see what this person did and the results that came from that, and you tried it yourself and the results came from that too. It's like, what the hell are you doing, man? This old scary ass shit because you thinking everything's a scam or too good to be true, or you think some shit just don't make no sense. It ain't right. It ain't right for you. Nobody ever believed in you. Like, look, I don't want to hear that goof ass shit for why you choose to continue to be stagnant and stuck because you still want to run this shit my mama be running every now and then to my Russ. I just don't believe. It's just so surreal what's going on. I'm like, look, mama, look. I hear you, man. Don't get that motherfucking high, though. Alright? Without you getting yours. Don't be so high on cloud nine talking about I just can't believe this is some shit I just didn't know this would ever come. That is the day I prayed for. Listen, man, this the day y'all prayed for, dog. And then when the day come, y'all ass acting like y'all don't know that this is what you've been praying for, dog. What's going on, black folk? All them songs y'all be singing in church and shit, man. All this one day it's gonna be better. One day it's gonna be better. It's gonna be better. God gonna come through. God ain't got me out here stranded. He gonna come rescue me. He gonna make a way. And then the way probably didn't come the way you thought, because, you know, if black folks be wanting things just to drop in their lap, let's just say your ability to create some shit for yourself was the way, and now you seeing the way, and you still all of a sudden can't believe because the shit's so surreal. I just can't believe because nothing good ever happened to me in my life. All right, man, you 40 years old, and you saying nothing good ever happened. So why in the fuck it can't happen now? I'm saying, like, why you ain't thinking like this? All right, it ain't never happened before that. All right, cool. So you ain't never been rich before. So why can't you be rich now then? Like, why can't you start getting a little money right now? Why can't you get a big house? Why can't you be somebody with a big house, man? So since you know that it didn't happen before, why you still stuck on why the shit can't happen and you just doubting everybody and yourself? Like, it can never happen. So it can never happen. So you breathing and you living amongst people with shit happening for these folks, right? But it can never just happen for your goddamn ass. Or why not though? I'm confused, my nigga, about this shit, man. My goddamn homegirl just finally opened her hair salon maybe 2 years ago, dog. And I've been asking this girl to do this shit since 2013. Before that, right? I don't know what the hell pushback she was trying to give me, man. I don't know what point she was trying to make. The cold part, it'd be the points you be trying to make for why you don't want to go ahead and do it. It gotta be points you making. What the fuck points you making, my nigga? You finna really argue me down, right? You finna talk to me. Hold on, your rebuttal is this. Shut the fuck up, nigga. Shut your motherfucking ass up and listen to what somebody's telling you, dog. And that was simply due because she had a whole bunch of brothers and a daddy and shit who wasn't telling her what I was telling her. So I do understand. Your boy do understand that sometimes it might come from a person, you know, it be better received from the people who know you the best, right? That you don't think your mama and your daddy and your brother and sister will steer you in the wrong direction, right? That you would like to see the motivation coming from them, because you would most definitely jump on it And then again, you might not. You probably be mad in a motherfucker that your brother is on your ass. And you have a reason to want to rebel. And you just rebel on purpose, right? So don't tell me that you wanted to hear it from people that you love the most. You know, black people, right? We don't like hearing shit from mamas and daddies and sisters and brothers, bro. But when they telling us good shit, it gotta be the story, right? The story gotta be this, right? This is the story gotta be. It gotta be black people gotta come in and say, nobody in my family believed me. They doubted me, man. And that's what gave me the fuel and the fire to achieve and become successful, right? It's like you gotta hurt the feelings of your family members and shit, or they gotta hurt your feelings in order for you to prove them wrong. Cause y'all already got this little rivalry going on anyway, right? Y'all already been up on each other too goddamn long. So y'all gotta actually disrespect one another's dreams and potential just so you can prove to your brother and prove to your sister and your mom and your daddy and your cousins and all your aunts and uncles and all that they wasn't right. Cause nobody telling you, people telling you good shit, you ain't hearing it because you thinking they don't know what the fuck they saying. And it's too much like right to where you like, man, my daddy's on my ass telling me what I can be. And it's like, daddy, why? How about you tell me what I can't be, man? That's black people. That's the dysfunction of black folks, right? You gotta tell a motherfucker, man, you ain't gonna be shit, man. You can't be that, man. You crazy in a motherfucker, man. And laughing at your ass, right? For you to be motivated. They gotta be laughing at you. Your daddy got to laugh at your dream, and your brother got to shit on your opportunity and shit on what you saying, just so you could be huffing and puffing and hurt and go in your room crying and shit. Talking about, why do my motherfucking people don't know? Why I can't get no support from my goddamn family? What? It gotta be all, you gotta go through all that motion so you can goddamn go and do something productive, nigga. Cause everybody who love you the most, nigga, give you support is gonna keep your ass standing because you're not gonna think you doing anything wrong. You gonna think you winning. That's the worst thing. As I'm seeing now, dog, that's the worst goddamn advice. That's the worst thing to do to a family member, is to be so supportive and so encouraging word, right? As I'm looking at it. Because you're going to have your family thinking that they good. That they ain't got to work for nothing else, right? It's like the confirmation, affirmation of you good, bro. You straight, man. Everything good with you, bro. You ain't got to worry about shit. That makes a family member feel like, well, I ain't got to really do shit. So I'm thinking about my homegirl. I'm like, man, look, if your brothers would have told you what I was telling you, you most definitely probably wouldn't have did shit. But me telling you this, and them niggas not telling you that, and now I'm looking at you got your own shit, I'm like, okay. Because I'm talking to one of your brothers before, and the nigga talking that same old, man, hey, man, look, man, I ain't ready for all that. I'm just not ready, bro. Nigga, I'm not ready. I don't know what you want me to say, Russell. I'm not ready, bro. I ain't ready for it. I mean, I'm just telling you right now, nigga, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to do it. I'm not ready. I ain't ready. I'm like, nigga, you saying I ain't ready. How many times you gonna say that shit? You know you full of shit, dog, right? But you know you can get away with this shit and nobody can really make you, I guess, do anything. But let's say if I came in this bitch and caught out $100,000 on your ass right now, nigga. Let's see, would you be ready? Would you be ready now, nigga? Huh? If I count out 10 bands on you, dog, would you be ready now, nigga? Yeah, you be ready all of a sudden, though, huh? How the fuck you not ready before, but you ready now, nigga? When you see what I goddamn can produce and can show you, right? Now you ready, but you just told me you wasn't ready. Bitch ass nigga, you talking about you wasn't ready. You ready now? Bands will make the nigga dance, looking ass nigga, bro. You ready now, nigga? Yeah, bro. I see. You know, it's possible, bro, because I see what you got, bro. I see what you showing now. Yeah, nigga. I know. Yeah. I didn't see that for myself though. I didn't see. Nigga, you still don't see this for yourself though. This my shit, right? So my goddamn homegirl go and get her own shit, man. I'm sitting back looking like, ain't this something? I know people got their own time and this shit, but I'm like, man, this girl could have been had her shit like 10. But that's not on me to say what you could have did. But my thing is, sometimes people got to hear you, and they hear you years later. All right, You know how black folks tend to, I'm mentioning black folks because black folks tend to always want to give folks their props years after when the shit have been bothering them later. And then when you kind of like get out the way, because I ain't spoke to in a while, right? And the shit is still, it's lingering around them, bro. They still hear the voice. And then eventually it's like, man, I'm supposed to be doing this shit, but I'm not. Because I'm what? I'm bullshitting. And now it just worry you, it eats you up alive to where you just have to go and do something because you know the next time we speak, I'm going to ask the question. You got your hair salon, man? What? I'm not fit to be gossiping with you on the phone, my nigga. You know that. We've been talking about this since 2012 and 13. My nigga, I'm not fit to be playing with you on some 12, 13 years later, man. Your ass still talking about you ain't. And we'll lose friendship, man. In this case, I feel like you don't fuck with me like that, man. Cause this is shit you do, right? It's not like some shit you don't do, man. I don't know how in the hell people try to make it seem like I'm not peeping what you already do, and I'm trying to get you to turn up on what you do already. How in the fuck, man, you trying to make it seem like I'm trying to make you do something you don't really want to do, man? That you ain't already doing. Because you just want to be where you at because it's comfortable, because you don't want to take on the burdens and the responsibilities of actually taking on more weight and actually have to do things on your own. You want folks to give you shit and give you instructions, tell you, all right, I want you to do this and do that, and I'll pay you this. And you don't get tired of that, man. A motherfucker telling you what to do. Because it's easier, right? And then you blame children and everybody, your family. I got so much on me, Russell. I got so much on me, dog. I can't take on this extra shit. What the fuck you talking about, man? Get the people you take care of to goddamn take on some of this shit with your ass. Who in the fuck told your ass you got to be the only woman? You the only woman in your family taking care of everybody. Why you ain't delegating this shit to other people in your family, though, since your family respect you and they know you somewhere the breadwinner, right? This how I know women be bullshitting, niggas be bullshitting, bro. Cause you ain't gonna tell me you got a lot on your plate and you got these grown ass, teenage ass, young adult ass people around you, and you ain't showed them how to relieve some of this shit off of you. How in the fuck, if you gotta go home and cook, how in the hell you gotta, my daughter, right, 14, who been cooking since she was little, like my son. So my baby mama can't be saying a bitch ass thing about she gotta come home and cook. What you mean you gotta come home and cook, dog? With 14, 15, 16-year-olds in your goddamn shit. You wanna have a story. Like I said, y'all black folks be wanting to have this story of don't nobody look out for you. Don't nobody care about you, right? It's always on you. It's always on you. All right, why you ain't showing nobody else how to goddamn do what you do so it can be off of you a little bit? We ain't talking about somebody else paying bill. We talking about shit around the house that's really been bothering you, right? Like cooking and cleaning and shit. How in the fuck you don't teach nobody else at 9, 10 years old how to do this shit? Why you don't want to do that? Why you don't want to do that, man? This nigga say rude. I'm trying to hit it from the back. Who you trying to hit from the back, man? Southside TV, real mouth. Man, y'all niggas wildin', man. Hey, miss me with all that, man. Excuses, man. I don't want to hear no excuse, dog. I'm tired of excuses, bro. I told y'all, I'm tired of black people and excuses, man. I'm tired of folks not tapping into their real potential because you playing. I'm tired of seeing this shit, nigga. I'd be damned if I pass up on an opportunity ever again in my life, nigga. I ain't going back to being broke, dog. I'm telling you what the fuck it is, man. You guys done seen me from one way to now. I don't want to hear shit about Rue. You done changed. Rue, you acting like you, man, shut the fuck up, man. Because I'm telling you, and we ain't supposed to be the same. We ain't supposed to stay the same, bro. I'm telling black people right now, all that fear, all that scary ass shit you doing, all that doubting yourself, man, and you ain't got no reason to do it. You ain't got no reason to do it, man. You really don't. It's your mindset. You doubting yourself again. Why? What for? Why you still talking about what you can't do? Told my daughter this shit the other day. I'm like, man, why in the fuck y'all still call? Why y'all? As much as y'all hear me talk, and I've been talking like this for years, why in the hell I'm still hearing what y'all can't do? You can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't. And I'm sitting back saying, so like that just say you call me and some shit that you need for me to send you something because you want to take care of something, right? And you know, I done showed you my account, man. You done seen it. I done showed my son the account. Y'all done seen what the fuck I'm sitting on, man. I just want y'all to show y'all that because I want y'all to know that even anytime you young people want to get on something, you not too young to actually want to be rich, man. You ain't too young to get a trend and a following. Anytime y'all really want to get on something and it makes sense to me, nigga, I put the money behind this shit. I don't give a damn, right? So there ain't no such thing as y'all too young to get on. Nah, man. But this whole I can't. I said, what if now you ask me for something, knowing what I got, and it's something you really want to do, like a field trip. It could be whatever, right? It's just something you want to go and participate in, like the rodeo. You want to go and do something what teenagers do, right? And I'm telling you, I can't. And you're not going to accept that. You're not going to accept that shit. None of y'all would accept if I told y'all, man, that I can't send y'all no $300, $400, $500, man, $1,000 right now, man. None of my children would accept that shit. When school start and I don't get their goddamn school clothes, if I don't get their hair cut and their hair done, man, and I'm like, I can't though. I can't send it. I can't give you that. I'm sorry, I can't. No, I can't. Y'all know good and well, y'all be looking at each other like, man, this is a hoe ass nigga right here, dog. Y'all be calling me a hoe ass nigga when y'all get off the phone with me, right? Y'all be like, this nigga daddy a bitch ass nigga for that shit. That nigga say he can't send that. He can't give us that. He can't. And I'm like, yeah, man, I can't, dog. Because every time I ask y'all to do something simple, like make a certain grade or apply yourself when it comes to school, both of y'all telling me what y'all can't do. And I'm like, why in the fuck y'all telling me at these young ages what y'all can't do? What's that about? Why is it I can't? What you mean you can't? And you trying to make it seem like I'm focused on grades when you don't understand what I see in the future for why I want y'all to make some pretty decent grades, man. For one, I do want to go to graduation. I'm going to be mad at a motherfucker nigga if I'm not going to be at a graduation. Y'all might get your ass whooped though, for real, dog. Right? If you did not, all these years, if you did not, because me and my brother, we graduated high school. I'm just saying. We talking about on the first try, nigga, not no coming back and GED shit, none of that shit, nigga. And you telling me all y'all graduation gonna be back to back, because all y'all was born around the same time. So we looking at about 4 or 5 graduations from 2027, 28, 29, 30. So we looking at, for the next couple of years, we gonna be going every year to a graduation. And you saying we not gonna go to graduation? So we not gonna be in the goddamn graduation, man. I'm confused about this shit. Cause y'all can't, right? I told my daughter and my son, I said, look, man, we gonna see, man. If I'm living and breathing when y'all 18, 19 years old, we gonna see how y'all gonna play this shit. All right? We gonna see. Hey, if y'all gonna try me, man, then, nigga, cause I'm not going around talking about what I can't, man. And y'all see, I'm older, and I'm be an old nigga over y'all, right? I'm in my 40s when y'all 18, 19, right? And I told my goddamn son the other day, I said, look, man, I ain't going back to being broke. I don't give a fuck how you feel, my nigga. I don't give a fuck what y'all be want to run that what done change. Ain't shit changed me on shit, nigga. It's me saying what I can't do. I put an end to that dumbass shit. And if y'all sitting back at y'all young ages talking about what y'all can't do, and then you gonna tell me I'm changing, like I'm doing something bad, bro. You're not gonna keep running that black people game on black folks, especially ones who understand how it's supposed to go. You're not gonna make it seem like you change, and you're not gonna, you saying that because this person who quote unquote changed to you, stop making excuses and shit, right? And while you still making excuses and want to be the same goddamn way, you don't have the motherfucking right to be in nobody else's business saying a goddamn thing about them, especially when they want to do better, nigga. And you got a chance to do better too, and you don't want to. You can't play the black pity game, the black sad person game, the black victim game to where it's like this. This is how black folks be playing it, right? Here go black folks. There's black people. Oh man, that nigga getting money now, bro. That nigga money to change that nigga, bro. Oh, you don't even want to fuck with us no more, man. Money. That nigga getting money. Oh, that nigga, he stopped crying. He stopped whining. Oh, man, he was just doing all that crying and whining with us not too long ago, but he stopped, though. And now he getting results and shit by doing what men supposed to do. And we gonna shame him by saying, nigga, you changed, bro. Knowing that saying shit like that to black folks in the black community is viewed more in a negative way than positive. What up, B-Child? How you doing? Knowing good and well that the way we say things to black folks, we wrong as hell for saying it, but we can make them feel wrong for doing it. Saying you done switched up and shit. Why would you ever tell any black person that they switched up when they want to do better? Why you telling any black man or woman who actually want to get about this bullshit and stop being so goddamn in the hole and want to dig themselves out the hole? Why are you making it seem like they acting funny with you, knowing that that's a negative undertone to tell somebody when somebody want to do better? That's all I've heard when black people want to do better is when folks say, you acting funny. Nigga ain't disrespected your ass. Motherfucker ain't shitting on you, dog. Niggas ain't try to slow you down. Nigga ain't try to... The reason why you even can use them type of words because you still around that motherfucker, man. So obviously the nigga ain't shitting on you, dog. Obviously the person ain't hated on you. Because you wouldn't be able to use the little friendly, low-key friendly, but you throwing shade ass goddamn term like you acting funny with a nigga. All right, if he was a bitch ass nigga to you, you wouldn't be saying nothing about him acting funny, right? He would have been already acting funny with you, right? He done already switched up on your ass. But for the fact that you can use a term, oh, you acting funny, man, you acting funny. I mean, you still right there with the nigga. I mean, he still fuck with you enough, or she fuck with you enough to have you around them. But the thing is, they don't want to do the same shit that kept them in the hole, and you still want to play the same in the hole games. And now a nigga telling you he not on that no more. Now he acting funny. Bitch ass nigga. My cousins who I ain't seen in goddamn fucking years, and I ain't been around them niggas, right? In over 10 years. They can't twist their mouth to say Russ acting funny. You could have said that shit in 2014, nigga. I ain't answering the phone. I ain't coming around. I'm acting funny. All right. I was just around you niggas not too long ago. Now, bitch, that nigga's been 10-something years, right? You can't say nigga acting funny at this point. I done already act funny, huh? I'm saying the tone, the terms we use to make people feel like they wrong. The audacity of black people to try to make other black folks feel wrong for wanting to be better in life, nigga. And you think that shit cute. The audacity, dog. The audacity, man. Hey, the audacity of black people want to make other black folks feel bad for wanting to do better in life, dog. That shit fucks with me, man, every now and then, dog, when I think about it. Instead of you just going about your way and say, you know what? For any one of you black people who trying to do better, nigga, I'm gonna go and get out your way. No, your ass want to stay. And you want to try to goddamn be relevant in the midst of people trying to do better in life. Why you just won't get the fuck on and leave these people alone? But then again, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna say this, right? Because I have witnessed that. I've seen it. I've heard people say that, right? Like, yeah, when they started, getting better in life, they lost friends. And people start kind of like getting away from them. They start feeling some type of way. All right, then. Well, I will say a lot of people will naturally go away because you're not in this person lane. This person not in your lane. You know that it's simply, okay, well, hey, this person is going to do away with me anyway. I might as well just go and cut my losses now. So I guess that'd be your way of winning and getting a victory is with your hurt ass, right? You a hurt ass nigga or a hurt bitch, right? We got you. But this is you gaining your power by saying, well, before I let this nigga drop me, I just leave first. Because this nigga, he's pretty much on his way to the moon. So I just get out of his way first. Just so I can say, I left. I left him. I left her. Right? I left them alone. Bitch ass nigga, you didn't leave nobody alone, nigga. You got left alone, nigga. But it was you. It was you. It was you. You got left alone because you didn't want to go nowhere, bro. You got left alone because your ass wanted to stay put and you thought everybody else was going to stay put with you because that's how you met they motherfucking ass, nigga. And you feel offended as fuck. And you hurting a motherfucker, man. Right? You pissed the fuck off. Because folks are saying, man, they didn't want to goddamn stay the same, man. You want to be the same. And maybe y'all just had miscommunication. It wasn't clear. It wasn't clear. So I'm saying sometimes it's kind of, it's not wise, from my opinion, to come around and you hang around people and you not knowing what their future plans are. And they ain't got to tell you what they want to be. We saying, if you know eventually they're going to want to do something different, right? See, it's not smart for you to get to know people and y'all build a bond and a friendship and y'all get real close before you actually want to see and know, do these people plan on changing for the better at any given point? Maybe they could be just waiting for the opportunity. Maybe they're just going through a little bullshit right now, but once they actually kind of get past it, they always had ambition. They always had goals and dreams to want to actually do better, to have more in life, right? It's just right now, life done hit them, so they sitting on their ass right now. All right, we good. Kind of like when you go to jail, right? You go to jail, and them niggas, some niggas gonna be in there for life, and you got some niggas who got 2 years, 3 years, and they gonna get out. I don't think you should be hanging with a nigga who's doing life if you only got like 2 years, because that nigga might try to make you end up doing life with him in prison. Why not? Nigga, he ain't going nowhere, and you going somewhere in 2 years. He'll kill to have your spot, right? Same thing with the dude Ray Allen. When Ray Allen made a point when he was going at it with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, right? He made a good point, and I agree with the nigga. He said, look, when he first got drafted, and during the rookie orientation, right? During the rookie orientation, whoever was like speaking to the rookies, the guy asked the rookies, he said, look, who here is planning on being an all-star? Is anybody here planning on being an all-star? Or let's say, do anybody here have any aspiration of becoming the MVP of the NBA one day? Or at least in a conversation, right? And the most important thing he said that is any one of you rookies plan on ever being an NBA champion, right? And that shit it was just so understood, bro. It was understood. I'm like, why in the fuck would KG and Paul Pierce and Big Baby and Rondo, why in the fuck would they hate on Ray Allen for actually going to the Heat and win another championship, man? Like, he won one with y'all. He won one in his later career with you guys in 2008, but then he won another one in 2013 with LeBron and them, right? And I didn't think that was fair for Paul Pierce and them, because I understand you got some players who feel like they want to be with their one team for the rest of their life. I didn't think that was fair for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to actually get mad at him for actually want to bring the talent that he have, and when he brought to Boston from Milwaukee and from Seattle, and he just now want to go to another team because he know how valuable he is for any team, right? I don't think it's fair for when you know how valuable a person is and how they can go anywhere and win, but you want them to stay with you when y'all not trying to win no more. Like in the case with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. Steph Curry low-key was hating on Klay Thompson because he went to Dallas and got a chance to win another ring though, right? It's like, okay, Draymond can fucking leave and go help some other team win a ring. Steph Curry can leave and go to the goddamn the OKC Thunder or some shit, help them boys win a goddamn ring, bro. You still got some value in you to where, okay, your situation may not be what it was years ago, and you can acknowledge this shit, and you can thank God and thank the organization, thank the people, that, hey, for this opportunity, I appreciate you guys for this shit. And then it's time for you to move on and help somebody else feel the way you felt when it come down to being a champion. All right, you got young men who's coming up who need a veteran like a Klay Thompson or a Kevin Durant or a goddamn LeBron or a goddamn Steph Curry or a Kawhi Leonard or anybody like that, right? To help them bring that championship edge, the championship spirit, the pedigree. Because them young boys may not understand what it means to win a championship because they don't, right? So they don't know what to do when they get to the Western Conference Finals and shit, like the OKC Thunder, right? So I'm looking forward to see what the Cleveland Cavaliers going to do when they actually make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because it's one thing to play good in a season, but then, you know, it's a difference for why Steph Curry, LeBron, and all them, right, know what to do when they get to the finals and shit. It's a hump you got to climb over, right? And when you've done that already multiple times, like Klay Thompson, you can bring that shit to some young boys who actually got the same type of hunger you had, and you see yourself in them 10 or 15 years ago, bro, and you like, okay, y'all about to eat, man. We fit to eat, my nigga. What the fuck why is anybody else who see that you can bring that to people, why they trying to stop you from doing that? And I'm speaking on sports. I'm talking about in real life. You got motherfuckers who actually know this man here is great. You great. This woman great. All right. I ain't trying to go nowhere now. But I don't want you to stop and dim your light from being able to go and help other people be great, bro, because you helped us be great. You can go and be great now with somebody. Go and be great on your own. What the fuck you need to be up under me for all the goddamn time, man? Doing what? The fuck you up under me for all the goddamn time, man? It ain't fair, dog. It ain't fair, bro. Black people ain't fair, though. Black folks not right. Black folks need to get their ass out the way, man. Black folks need to get their ass out the way of people, dog. Identify the potential in people, the value in people, and if you know you can contribute and cultivate that person, get out that person's way. Let that person go shine, like on the movie Life, right? The movie Life with Martin and Eddie Murphy. And when you got Can't Get Right, Bo King Woodbine, and you got motherfucking Martin and Eddie Murphy had the audacity to try to stop this young nigga who was playing baseball, hitting home runs in the goddamn penitentiary, and he get a pardon to go and play for a MLB team. And the fact that Martin and Eddie Murphy couldn't go to be his manager, they had no choice but to let the boy go. But they wasn't really happy that he was gonna go. Because once again, Martin and Eddie Murphy ain't got no motherfucking talent in baseball. Feel that they should be in the conversation with baseball. Like as if they would have had the talent in baseball, they wouldn't have got the pardon. They would have got the same goddamn pardon, bro. If it's games like that folks play in the penal system, to where if you can goddamn contribute to other corporations, other plantations, whatever the fuck it is y'all doing, right? Nigga, be just as valuable. Don't act like your ass ain't gotta do shit and you gonna ride the coattail, nigga. Because no one's gonna deny you if you can do something. The thing is, you got a lot of black men, for sure, just wanna be on the wave and goddamn dig ride. And that's how they gonna feel successful, dig ride niggas. And they call it living vicariously through niggas, right? is dick riding. It's dick riding. You live vicariously through your children, or maybe a brother or sister, right? If it's a nigga you don't fuck with like that, he don't fuck with you like that, but you on his dick, talking about I'm living vicariously, that ain't gonna make you successful. That don't make you successful, my nigga. It don't. Stupid ass nigga. Don't act like you need to ride with this nigga, but yet you can do exactly what he can do, right? That's what you say? But you don't want to show? You don't want to show us what you can do? But this man can show us what he can do. And that's the reason why he can go places and your ass ain't trying to go nowhere, because you want to be, you don't want to work on your game. You want to stay the same and shit. And then you want to have the audacity to say, where the fuck he going? Where he going? Where he going though? Where the fuck you think you going? Wait, where you think you going? You leaving what? So you leaving us to go do what? So you going to another city? You made a deal to go, what? Hold up. But what about us? The fuck you mean, what about us, nigga? We was all in this shit. Your ass didn't want to go up, nigga. Your ass wasn't trying to elevate, bitch ass nigga. What we said, dog. We was in this shit. When they go solo, nigga, everybody getting mad at the nigga for want to go solo. Why are you mad at Cisco for want to go solo, nigga? And Michael want to go solo, bro. What the hell stopped anybody else from actually doing what they needed to do? And it's all about how you approach it, because if a person get used to you just not doing what you need to do, and you just been riding the coattail, bro, niggas ain't gonna want to fuck with you. I used to tell my goddamn brother and my son this shit, that you change the mind of the coach at practice. I don't care if they got their team already. It's when you at practice, it's when you show who you are and what you can do. It's when you guys at practice is when you now step up and say, I want to do more. It's at practice. It's at the weight room, bro. It ain't gonna be during game time. You're not gonna get coached to see. Why you think a motherfucker can go from being like a fucking nigga, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander? He had potential years ago, but he was playing for the Clippers. He was behind all them guys, right? But then you see he emerged when he get his own team. But see, back in those days, he wouldn't have been in the game during crucial times. But see, right now, see, he done made himself so valuable. If he went back to the goddamn Clippers, he would be the star in the Clippers now, right? You understand how this shit work? No one can stop you, bro. Like, no one can stop nobody in life, my nigga. They can't stop you. Hey, listen. That's what I'm saying, though. It's what you do, not during game time. It's when you're doing during practice time. When it's not game time, it's how you change the minds of others. Not during game time. No one's going to trust you in game time. You gain the trust during practice, off the goddamn clock, when no one's here and you got the gym wide open and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you want to go into this motherfucking dot and just do what you do. And then it shows at practice, and now you are pretty much showing the coaches that your ass is on something. They got to see what you're doing at practice to trust you to get in the game. And you got to do it in the game when you get in the game, right? And when you're in the game, bro, you got to shine in the game. To where now, last year, it wasn't like that. This year, when the game's online, they got to put your ass in that motherfucker now, dog. Why Victor Cruz, man? Shout out to my nigga Victor Cruz, man. Victor fucking Cruz, dog. Why Victor Cruz, when he came in 2010, right? He got hurt preseason, then he came 2011 and was just a beast, bro. You talking about would have been a Hall of Famer if he would have stayed healthy. Victor Cruz for the Giants, man. Shout out to that nigga, dog. That was one of my favorite goddamn niggas. Fuck Odell Beckham Jr., nigga. It's Victor Cruz, right? And you guys know who Victor Cruz is, right? It's awesome, man. And when Victor Cruz came in 2011, and he was the biggest surprise in the league at that time, And I remember in the NFC Championship game when Joe Buck was mentioning that when Victor Cruz, he was the biggest surprise during that season, but it was, he said, I talked to Victor Cruz and he told me it was the second game when they played the Philadelphia Eagles when Coach Andy Reid, he had to put Nnamdi Asomugha across for him, right? And that shit that you talking about, I felt that shit, because I hear it now. I felt that, because at that time, Nnamdi was like one of the best corners in the league. The first time they met, Victor Cruz beat their ass, dog. And did nobody know who he was like that. But that second time, at that moment, see that second matchup later on in the season, that's when everybody in the league started, Victor Cruz got on everybody's radar. That's when everybody started peeping like, who the fuck is the Victor Cruz guy? To where now you got to bring your best out. And Nandi still couldn't fuck with him. And Victor Cruz went on, won a Super Bowl ring that year. But what I'm saying, he made during practice. But before all that, right? During the game, Victor Cruz, because during that time it was Hakeem Nicks and Mario Manningham, right? So Hakeem Nicks supposed to be like the #1 receiver. I don't know if they had Jeremy Shockey. Probably so. I think so. But what I'm saying is, Victor Cruz was not #1. And he became #1. Even in the NFC Championship game, right? They had to put Carlos Rogers on that nigga, bro. And Carlos Rogers could not fuck with that nigga, man. This is how you make people have to respect you. Because you want to do more. You don't want to be the same. A bunch of these stories in the NFL and the NBA, that it shows, well, a player, you just, at one point, you weren't even looking at him like that. So you would not trust him to do shit. And then the next year or 2 years from later, it's like, he the #1 nigga in the game. He the #1 you got to go for. It's like, what did he do? He did shadow work. It be tired like I don't know what shadow work is. Yeah, shadow work. He tapped into himself and he unlocked all the things he was oppressing and suppressing of himself, right? And they became the beast. He became the beast that you see in front of you. Nikola Jokic is a one in the NBA. They rise to the top, become MVPs and shit. They talking about he might be the 4th MVP. I mean, get his 4th MVP, but I think he'll lose to SGA. You got Kawhi Leonard is the one who went from being stagnant and became a superstar, right? James Harden, all right? And you get, like I said, you get the ones like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Drew Holiday for sure, all right? I'm looking at some young ones though, right? But I'm not going to call their name now, but I'm looking at some young ones or some people who, Joel Embiid, these the ones I'm thinking about on top of my head who actually, you weren't thinking about their ass at one point, but now you got to consider them. And when it come down to game time decisions and these crunch time, right? These clutch time, you got to consider putting them in and they going to perform. Jamal Murray and them, right? They want to start, but they'll start now. Devin Booker, Bradley Beal. We ain't talking about Kevin Durant and LeBron, man, and Steph Curry. But even Klay Thompson was one of them guys who became somebody who you couldn't keep on the bench because of what he could do. So it wasn't just Steph Curry, though. It's like it's Klay Thompson. Man, we doing shadow work, man. Yeah, you saying? These people like Lamar Jackson in the NFL. We talking about going from a backup and then now you a Heisman Trophy winner, but you a backup. But now folks not even taking you serious like that. And now you a 2-time fucking MVP, dog. And yet you can take the Ravens to the Super Bowl and Josh Allen, another one. To where now it's like years ago, you're not considering them, right? Now, these people are serious contenders, bro. They are actually MVPs. Josh Allen's an MVP now. That's how Tyreek Hill, he emerged like that. Just a kick returner and shit. Now you become one of the best wide receivers. Now this nigga became number one in the top 100. I'm like, Tyreek Hill went from what the fuck, and now he number one. That's what I'm saying. These stories, I love seeing this shit, bro. I don't know what the fuck y'all on, man. I like seeing this shit because I feel that way. I feel that way, man. Derrick Henry, another one. Stagnate a little bit, and now you become this superstar. Saquon Barkley, another one. Been good since the beginning, but still stagnant in New York, right? And then now you just come and look how you emerge to where now you could be the front runner for the MVP next year, dog. That's what Saquon Barkley is. Jalen Hurts. Key Jalen fucking Hurts, man. People having questions and doubts. Now you Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl winner, to where now niggas putting you in the same category with Patrick Mahomes because you straight up beat that nigga ass, bro. So now no one can say you can't fuck with Patrick Mahomes. They can't just say Patrick Mahomes is the number one quarterback. Now you might have to say it could be Lamar Jackson. It could be goddamn Josh Allen. It could be now Jalen Hurts that can actually give Patrick Mahomes a run for his money. At first, it was just Patrick Mahomes. It was Tom Brady and Peyton Manning for so long, right? I'm not saying these guys were trash from the beginning. I'm saying they was not in the conversation. Like, you ain't look at them in the elite level, right? And it's for them to keep it, because they can fall off too. But what I'm saying, when they emerge and transcend to something greater, now you cannot really tell the story without mentioning these guys. Now, next year, going into next year, the Philadelphia Eagles will be the goddamn champions. Therefore, you're going to have to say that, okay, well, Jalen Hurts might be the number one quarterback over Joe Burrow, over goddamn Josh Allen. I mean, Josh Allen might be the number one because he's the MVP. But I'm saying Lamar Jackson and goddamn Jalen Hurts just probably have surpassed goddamn Patrick Mahomes now. Just because of this season they had this year. Saquon Barkley is undoubtedly, right? He's the number one running back going to next season. People ask a question about who's the best corner, and we see now is Patrick Surtain Jr. Because, like, you broke through by becoming a defensive player of the year, which is a lot of cornerbacks don't become that. So now you're on a level with Rod Woodson and Deion Sanders and shit, right? You on the level with them niggas, bro. And like I say, fucking Charles Woodson. And I would say Darrelle Reeves, though, if it wasn't for, I think Charles Woodson took that 2009 Defensive Player of the Year, but you on that level where you an elite corner, because now not only you did a damn good job this season, people knew about you, but when you make a statement and now you become Defensive Player of the Year at a position like cornerback, when Defensive Player of the Year normally go to like defensive ends and goddamn linebackers and shit like that, right? If you a safety like an Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu or Bob Sanders and you can win Defensive Player of the Year, dog, that says a whole lot compared to a defensive lineman winning that shit. Okay, normally give it to Aaron Donald and them, TJ Watt, JJ Watt, Myles Garrett and shit. Those are Defensive Player of the Year. Ray Lewis and them, right? Goddamn, who else? Who was the linebacker won that shit? I'm going back. It was Aaron Donald. Khalil Mack won that shit, right? Those Defensive Player of the Year. It's Joey Bosa. No, Nick Bosa. My bad. Nick Bosa won it a couple years ago. Those are the ones who win that kind of shit. So you talking about you a safety or a corner and you win Defensive Player of the Year, bro. You made a statement in the NFL, man. Somebody like a Lamar Jackson, who people wouldn't even call him a goddamn quarterback, and now you can win an MVP. The MV fucking P twice, nigga. You a two-time MVP. How in the fuck? Listen what I'm saying about you telling me niggas can't get their shit together, bro, and get on something different, and you can look at them in a more respectful and a more appreciative, respectful manner, and you can't play with them anymore. How in the fuck Lamar Jackson? We know Lamar Jackson's good, right? He the Heisman Trophy winner, right? How in the fuck Lamar Jackson, who folks can't even call him a straight up quarterback, they don't want to respect him like that, right? How the fuck you become the two-time MVP, man? That ain't no easy feat, bro. What the fuck? Nigga, you in the category with Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, dog, Patrick Mahomes. You multiple. Dog, Ben Roethlisberger didn't win the MVP. Drew Brees did not win the MVP, dog. Think about what I'm saying, though, man. Listen, dog. Listen, man. This shit making nigga want to cry, dog. Cause that shit get nigga emotional low key because I know when people get their mind right and they actually want to actually do better in life, bro. They asking can do better in life, my nigga. They can do better, bro. They can take this shit to another level. Nigga, Lamar Jackson is a 2-time MVP, man, of the NFL. When in an era when you got Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, you got all of them. Look, Aaron Rodgers, nigga. Tom Brady still trying to play. This MVP shit. This nigga's an MVP, dog. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl MVP. This shit make a nigga want to cry, dog. I ain't gonna lie, man. Just think about this shit. Like these are not easy things. This is not common shit, bro. This is not some shit, folks. See, women don't understand what men talking about. When we talk about these certain awards they be giving out, like when Cam Newton, that's what I'm saying. Niggas so mad with Cam Newton, dog. He should have, Bobby. We was so mad with Cam Newton, dog. Cam Newton, this kind of shit pissed me off with Cam Newton. That's what I'm saying, dog. This nigga, this stupid motherfucking, like we talking some white car nigga, big giant ass nigga, bro. This nigga hurt us. He hurt us so goddamn bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Cam Newton, dog. Man, this shit sad, man. Cause Cam Newton, yeah, we know him now for doing his show, but this nigga here, we thought this nigga was gonna redeem Randall Cunningham, Warren Moon, Donovan McNabb, Dante Culpepper, Michael Vick, dog. We thought he was gonna be just the answer and have all of them kind of wrapped up in him. And he was gonna carry that shit. Fuck Russell Wilson, nigga. Even though I don't have a problem with Russell Wilson, I'm saying when Cam Newton came in the league, dog, and we like, this nigga here is nice. I didn't think RG3 can fuck with him. I'm like, this nigga Cam Newton is nice, dog. And when this nigga finally got over that hump and started beating them Seahawks, man, and he took the Panthers to the Super Bowl and he won the MVP in 2015, man, it's nothing in my mind had me thinking that he would fall off. Even though he got hurt the next season, I give him that, but still, I just knew that Cam Newton figured this shit out and he was going to become a Hall of Famer for sure. This bitch ass nigga, dog, disappointed black people so bad, dog. I ain't gonna lie. The Super Bowl, he was a disappointment because he didn't even fight. Even if the game was rigged, nigga, he didn't even fight. And I think that's what's the reason why shit fell off, because even if he would have gave him a fight, he still could have had a probably Hall of Fame career, because it's like, okay, you just lost. Because the Broncos defense was better, and they still had Peyton Manning, they still, you know what I mean? So they just beat you, cool, but that not putting the effort, getting stripped, fumbling, throwing interception, all those shit the fuck you doing, then you the MVP, and then you was named the #1 player in the league out the top 100, and we just knew your ass was on the way. We had been waiting for that moment for you to kind of like just go and take off. And everybody said, yeah, he finally figured this shit out. He about to go. And this bitch ass nigga just disappointed us, man. And not because it was just only injuries. We talking about even when he came back, he didn't take the shit serious. He played too fucking much, man. I hate niggas, dog. I hate these motherfucking niggas, dog, who play too goddamn much. You niggas play too fucking much, man, in the game, man. Stupid ass nigga. Y'all play too much, man, when you get the opportunity to shine. Now you got Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. They gonna do right? Yeah, they need to. I don't think Lamar and Jalen gonna be playing like Cam Newton. I don't think they fit be playing games with people. There's no way in life you telling me now, since like you get this saving grace, these niggas come through and they save the day, and we gonna still be squandering this shit. This shit is not supposed to be this way. You telling me now we gonna get Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, and now Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl champion, and a Super Bowl MVP. So now these niggas gonna do the Cam Newton? They gonna do the Cam Newton? I don't even want to speak on the Michael Vicks, because we love Michael Vick, dog. I don't want to speak on Donovan McNabb, dog. I don't want to speak on Dante Culpepper and Warren Moon and fucking Randall Cunningham and all that. They was figuring this shit out. Warren Moon probably was the better one out of all of them. Next to probably Vic overall, but still, we talking about passing quarterback, and we'll give to Warren Moon because he did go to the Hall of Fame. Vic probably would be the better one, but look what happened to Vic, though. Vic fucked up. Trusting niggas in his family and shit. Letting niggas stay in the house. Niggas fighting dogs, getting money and shit. He away playing games. He got to go do 2 years in prison for this shit. He came back and still was the Michael Vick that we knew. Was like more of a mature version of Michael Vick. Still was respected. Still played damn good, though, for the Eagles, dog. He wasn't trash. But them 2 years he was gone, he could have got the MVP in 2008, man. 2007, 2008, the nigga ass was in prison. This is when he was first emerging. He was beating Brett Favre and them in the goddamn playoffs, dog. He was beating, the Falcons was beating niggas in the playoffs, bro. The Falcons went to the NFC Championship game and they lost to the Eagles, my nigga. This Michael Vick them, bro. We knew Michael Vick is coming. Go to jail because them goddamn dogs, man. Man, come on, man. Whole ass shit. Go to jail because them goddamn dogs, man. Your whole ass cousin that got you sent to prison. Fucked off 2 good years when you was coming, nigga. Vic supposed to be the goddamn MVP. Supposed to been Vic, bro. Supposed to been Vic, man. See, he wasn't scary like Donovan McNabb. McNabb was scary, man. But McNabb was good, though. He was good, and he could be a Hall of Famer, too. But we talking about Cam Newton. But still, though, we don't get Cam Newton to do right. Now we get Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts. And we put Patrick Mahomes in that, but it's like, it's the fact that Patrick Mahomes is biracial is the reason why folks are using that against him. We talking about just straight up black men, man. Black dudes, right? So we get a straight black dude like Lamar Jackson. We getting somebody straight black like a Jalen Hurts, and these boys now elite. They are elite. Ain't the white boy quarterback no more, man. That's what I'm saying. The changing of the guard, bro. It's the fact that now you got these black men are the MVPs and shit of Super Bowls and the league. Dog, that shit is so good to hear and see, man, when I'm driving. I'm like, these boys are the MVPs, my nigga. This shit is crazy. And then among some pretty good white boy quarterback. It's not like the white boys are straight trash. That's the cold part about it. Josh Allen is not trash. Joe Burrow is not trash, bro. Trevor Lawrence is not trash to me. He gonna get this shit right. Who else, man? Who else these young white boys, man, in the game? Derek Carr, man, it's not just trash. Who else? Give me some goddamn. Give me some of these quarterbacks, man. What these quarterbacks that's not on the top, like Baker Mayfield is not just trash like that. He just got to get it figured out. Matthew Stafford is not trash, man. Who else, man? Who the white boy quarterbacks, man? Oh, yo. What's it called? Detroit, Jared Goff is not trash, man. Sam Darnold is not trash. They just got to get some shit figured out. Fucking Kirk Cousins is not trash to me. He not trash. It's just a system. They got to get into a system that fits them and actually just thrive in it, right? Who else? We're not fucking with Dak Prescott, man. All right, so I don't know why he not. You know, he supposed to be in that category. We thought he was, but all right, man. We going. I guess we got to go with Lamar Jackson and Jalen Hurts, man. All right, Patrick Mahomes. If you want to say he black, all right. I guess you're black. Okay. All right. So we just saying, all right. We got the 3 quarterbacks going against Jared Goff, going against Josh Allen, going against Joe Burrow, going against Trevor Lawrence, going against Kirk Cousins. Listen, man. You can't tell me when black men get their mind right what the nigga can't do when he get up off that dumb shit. You can't tell me that. I know better. I know you lying. Nigga, I know better. And the people who don't want to do better because they don't want to change their game, tweak it, or improve it, or attack their weaknesses and their flaws and their fears and say, you know what? This was been holding me back this whole time, and I'm going to go ahead and get at it, man. Because you don't feel you got the consistency to keep up with this shit. Now, you know how it is to be great, or they say you know how it is to change your game, and it might take a lot out of you, but then you got to keep this up to where it become a part of you. Like if moving faster pace is what you need to do, why are you scared to do it, right? Let's say in the case of an athlete, if a nigga is missing defense, right, on a basketball tip, if he's got to step his defense up, unlike a Carmelo Anthony, and shout out to Carmelo for going to the Hall of Fame, but he fucked off a ring in 2009 when he just didn't want to defend Kobe the way Shane Battier. They say that's that whole playoffs, Shane Battier played the best defense on Kobe, right, in 2009. If you get a little of that from Carmelo, they could have actually won that series, and they would have beat the Magic too, man. Like the Magic wouldn't have beat them in the finals, man. All right. It's Dirk Nowitzki stepping his game up. That's how he was able to win his ring, because he started playing a little more of defense. And I'm like, okay, you got your offense down packed. No one can fuck with you. And you don't think you would need to play defense to actually get what you want. So when Draymond told KD, look, man, I'm going to need you on that defense, bro, with your long ass, with your tall ass, my nigga. Jaden Daniels, most definitely. All right? CJ Stroud, I'm trying to keep them out because they're young. But they look, it's going to be faith in them in a minute. I see faith in CJ and goddamn Jaden. I see too much faith in them. But in the case of KD, 7-foot ass, never want to play defense. Bitch ass nigga, you know, if you was like on some Giannis type shit with that offense, nigga, you will be way past LeBron James, dog. But niggas don't understand. Like, I don't understand why the fuck no one ever told Kevin Durant, nigga, if you had some lockdown ass defense, if you could lock the perimeter and lock that paint up, bro, dog, who give a fuck about LeBron? Not like that. Same thing with Steph Curry, though. Steph Curry been relevant based on his offense, right? But he'll take a charge, but his ass is not a Gary Payton on the defense. He's not a Patrick Beverly, a Tony Allen on that defense. Just imagine if Steph Curry was Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson's a better defender. The reason why the fuck Kyrie can never, in my opinion, Kyrie ass, right? One of the best point guards of all time, right? In the category with Iverson, Steph Curry, in the category with CP3 and all of them, right? Why Kyrie still just, for some reason, always been like the underdog, or he's been underrated in a way, even though as great as he is. Why? Because the motherfucker don't really play defense like that. He ain't really dedicated himself to the defensive side of the game. Kyrie could get in your way, but Kyrie ain't never just straight up locking nigga ass up and gonna run with your ass and gonna say, yeah, I'm on your ass. And then with that offense and with them dribbles and him just being able to really run the show, dog, Kyrie just always been like second tier in his career. Yes, he know how to make big moments, bro. He know how to make big plays in the moment, bro. We got him. He's somebody you can win a championship with. You will. But it's like him and Drew Holiday has been on the same level. the thing is with Drew Holiday, he's more of a defense, and his offense ain't really been as good as his defense, right? But like you and Kyrie, the same nigga. Y'all that same. We can win a championship. We can win multiple championships with y'all niggas, right? But y'all, for some reason, don't want to work on the game that would make you better than anybody else, because who would fuck with a Kyrie Irving, though, for real, if the nigga had defense, man? Who could fuck with a Drew Holiday if he just really had some hell of an offense, right? You know, even President Obama had to make sense of Rondo and say if Rondo worked on his goddamn, if Rajon Rondo would have worked on his jump shot, no one would be able to fuck with Rajon Rondo, especially during that era when they was trying to see who was the best point guard out of Rajon Rondo, Darren Williams, Derrick Rose. You see what I'm saying? That era, 2010 era, dog. I just don't understand how black men, they so fearful to work on the game that's holding them back and would make them great. And they think that's cute because they getting by. And it's like, nigga, you getting by, all right? But when do you wake up and say, hey, man, I'm weak at this point, bro. I am weak in this shit, bro. And I don't need to continue to be weak doing this shit. I don't like feeling weak doing this shit. Because I could be way better. Rajon fucking Rondo. What the fuck we doing, man? Vince Carter? You know how mad? Look, people have said, like Gilbert Arenas has said, Vince Carter supposed to ran the league, but he just did not want to for some reason. And I'm like, what the hell was Vince Carter missing? This nigga was all around, dog. What in the hell? Why Vince Carter wasn't? Like, Tracy McGrady is his cousin, right? And Tracy McGrady became the superstar out them two, right? Vince Carter, for some reason, just want to be like an OG. You got black men be wanting to play the back and be OG, or feel like they just too cold, that the league is not ready for how cold. They give you a little taste, a little sample and shit, but don't want to dominate like Shaq. And you get mad with Shaq for taking full advantage of what the fuck he was God-given, gifted with, nigga. And then you get niggas like a Vince Carter, who is the little version of Shaq, right? I'm talking about being a 6'7" nigga with the same type of builds that Shaq would have as a big man, right? So you get Vince Carter could have just straight up, nigga, just gave Kobe problems though, right? But yeah, he got McGrady, which wasn't a bad player, right? We'll give T-Mac the game, right? T-Mac had it. But we get T-Mac wasn't really locking niggas up on defense, man. There's a lot of shit T-Mac wasn't doing, and you knew out of T-Mac and goddamn Vince Carter, who had the most heart, who actually was supposed to be the star. But the nigga Vince Carter tried to play that Bo Jackson ass game, right? See, Bo Jackson got hurt. Bo Jackson was on his way, for instance, right, of being one of the greatest, probably the greatest player who ever played the game of football, man. He got hurt. Ain't no way in life, nigga, if Bo Jackson in 1991 didn't get hurt, that he wouldn't be number one like Jerry Rice is and shit. You give Bo Jackson a good 10 years of doing what the fuck he was doing. No one can fuck with Bo. But see, Vince Carter tried to run that he was on some Bo Jackson ass shit that we ain't ready. All right, if we not ready, let us see, nigga, for the sake of history, bitch ass nigga. We don't give a fuck about what you think, that you don't want to hurt feelings, nigga. Hurt feelings, nigga. I'm telling black men right now, hurt their feelings, my nigga. If you got super powers and you know you got somebody by a long shot and you know you can go ahead and take advantage of the shit and take advantage of it for your benefit and for the benefit of yours and people around you, dog. Do not bypass this shit because you think you that cold, you that good, you that great, and the world's not ready for you. See you on the stage right now because people going, what you think folks gonna be saying? We gonna be crying about this shit? See, I'm telling you about people. People not gonna care enough about you to give you a pass that you didn't really show us what you could do. You get what I'm saying? Because you spared us. Because you was that great. See, you dealing with niggas who gonna laugh at you and act like they won on you. Even if you spared a nigga. Because you didn't want a nigga to see, you didn't want people to see how great you was, right? because you didn't want to do it to them because you didn't want to hurt their feelings, right? I'm telling you, in the case of dealing with the world we living in now, bro, if you got it, you need to go ahead and do it, man. Shit on everybody. And I'm not saying you shit on people like you disrespectful. I'm saying don't hold back on your God givens. Why? Because black people for sure is not going to compensate you. They're not going to praise you. They're not going to thank you for not doing it to them. They not going to say, you know what, bro, you could have did it to me, man. And man, I'm glad you weren't cocky and arrogant and you weren't on no bullshit like that to where, you know, you could have really just made me look bad. And it would have been hard on me, man. I would have, nah, nigga. It's a reason why Jordan deprived niggas from getting championship rings like Karl Malone and John Stockton and Charles Barkley, right? It's a reason why. Because he knew the way they would talk shit, he knew that if he didn't just take this shit, and the fact that he lost so many times in the 80s, bro, he knew that in the 90s, it was all his. He knew that if he gave Karl Malone a chance to win a championship ring, it would have been worse for him. If you gave, you see how the niggas add Barkley and them? Just imagine Barkley with a championship ring, bro. I'm saying, though, if you going against niggas like Barkley, Karl Malone, and you going against niggas like, you know, who would be an asshole for real if they ever won something, bro, dog, I'm telling you straight up, don't hold back, man. Because you want to spread the shit. You want to, all right, shad, man. You want to shad, huh? All right, cool. You want to be LeBron, nigga? Be LeBron, man. The great ones play both ends of the flow because they understand that's going to be needed. In the case of Carmelo Anthony in 2009, is no win in life. Denver was not supposed to go to the finals that year. If Carmelo ass would have got on Kobe ass, dog, just enough. Because they had defenders on the goddamn Nuggets, bro. You got Chauncey Billups, you got Kenyon Martin, you got, I think, Marcus Camby still on now, if I'm not mistaken. If not, you had goddamn some other guys, right? Your offense was on point. That defense was solid. If you would have took the initiative to say, I am going to guard Kobe Bean Bryant this series, he can score, but I'm going to make it hard for him to score. I'm going to be in that nigga face fucking with that nigga. Because that just might be the difference of us winning and losing, and it was. And he knew this shit. Bobby, he had his chance to show what he can do. Maybe if they would have lost in 7, fine. The fact that you would have gave Kobe a run for his money, guess what? The next year, well, that's 2010, right? Let's say 2011. When the Mavericks won, dog, let's just say the Nuggets would have kind of like kept that same mindset of, okay, it's a bitter taste in our mouth, man. Okay, but we still on the gas, though. We ain't, like how the Eagles felt this year when they lost their Chiefs 2 years ago, and they're like, all right, we still in this shit, bro. If they would have kept that, and guess what? They could have probably won the championship in 2011. Over the, like, it probably wouldn't have been the Mavericks. It could have been the Nuggets then. That selfish ass shit. I just want to score, like Carmelo. That's all you want to do is score, nigga, and shoot. That shit didn't get you nowhere. It got you that national championship game, nigga, and fucking against Texas, nigga, in 03. But it ain't get you no championship ring, though. I know he gonna, if somebody ever asked him, bro, do you think, you know how they be doing these little videos and shit? If somebody would been like, hey, bro, do you think if you would have guarded Kobe or would have really put an effort of really getting on Kobe ass, though, right? Do you think y'all would have won in 2009? He would be like, yo, if we would have got past that series, we could have beat the Magic. Of course you would. Of course you would have. Yeah, Carmelo, not Kawhi. Yeah, Carmelo, I'm saying he not Kawhi. But if he was gave a Kawhi effort, because Kawhi be locking niggas up, man. You got some people just want to be one side like Ben Wallace and shit. Ben Wallace was great. One-sided ass nigga though, man. I'm just saying that like no one ever think, well, hey, could I work on like do people just are you just telling me Bobby, y'all just telling me that people just already rule out another option? Like you just telling me you able-bodied, you got your hands and your feet. Let's just say in the case for Ben Wallace, right? All this defense, nigga, you just straight up defensive guru, one of the best defenders of all time. No one fucking with Ben Wallace on the defense. When you talking about a defensive player of all time, he's gonna be top 5. If not, he might just be number 1, number 2. I don't know, man. We talking about I don't know who's better in the NBA ever at defense than a Ben Wallace, right? So I would give Ben. You're not winning 4 times Defensive Player of the Year if you're not. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying this him, his intensity, his goddamn his grind, his hustle, the fact that he would play big than a motherfucker, right? I don't know if it's ever been a better defender who ever played in the NBA other than Ben Wallace. I don't know no other better defender than Ben Wallace. Dwight Howard was good, but I don't think Dwight Howard was fucking with Ben Wallace on the most important defender of all time. I believe. I'm just trying to see who else is one-sided. Kept him. Yo, Alex English. So you telling me a Ben Wallace, he's so hell-bent on playing defense, which I know it take a lot out of you, don't get me wrong. But you just never thought, if I could just get 12 points a game, man. 12 points a game, dog. With all that defense you got, all the talent around you, you don't think y'all would have beat the Spurs in 2005 if you would have made in your mind that, hey, I'm gonna do a 12-point. I'm gonna give my team 12 points a game, man. And you just work on moves that would get you them 12 points, which won't take a lot out of you, man. Layups, little quick dunks, a mid-range jump shot, free throws. You don't think Ben Wallace would have been an MVP if he could have just made 12 points a game with that defense, though? Or would have had multiple rings? I understand this shit is not easy. It's hard. I'm just saying, when you in it already, it's kind of like, let's say, me driving trucks, right? Okay. Well, since I drive roughly 500 to 600 miles a day, right? So I tell y'all this shit. Sometimes it might be 400 every now and then. And depending if it's a slow day, it might be 3 something, right? But let's say on good days, man, for the most part, I'm gonna hit for sure 490, 500, 550, a lot of good times 600, right? So the 600 is not as common as the 500. It's like really the 500 is really what I be driving. It'd be 500 like a motherfucker. Whether it's going to go deadhead to go pick up something and I'm driving it. Sometimes might be some back and forth round trip shit. The shit just might end up being 500. So 500 is my number, right? So do you guys think, and I got a truck that's governed. It's governed around 6 to 8 miles per hour. You think if I get my own truck, and I'm looking at these guys on YouTube talking about how much they done drove, right? It's one guy say the most he's driven in a day was like 700. It was like 730, 740. And I know that's possible because I done hit 640. I done hit 630 many times, 605, 620 many times, right? And that's just my truck going around 67, 68 miles per hour. So if I could go 70, 71, 72, and places like in Kansas and Colorado and Nebraska where you can go 80, if I can get up to 80 miles per goddamn hour, do you believe I could hit 700 in a day? If I can go from Iowa, go through Iowa, and then hit that Nebraska and go through Nebraska and hit Colorado, that's going to be 700. You think I would be able to hit 700 in a day? Yes, I would. With a faster truck. With the speed limit is 80 or 75 in Texas and shit. Yes, I would be able to do so, right? What I'm saying, it wouldn't be far-fetched, right, for me to go ahead and try to hit the 700 mark. You get what I mean? If I'm already doing the 500s, that's what I mean, right? Now anybody, people who's listening, if you guys don't drive 50 or 60 miles a day, or y'all don't want to drive that far, then it's not for you, right? We talking about motherfuckers like me and these other truck drivers out here, right? We can drive 500 or 600 like it ain't shit. So would it hurt us to say, you know what, maybe to get a little more money, maybe, nigga, you know, to kind of get further along, if I get my own truck and trailer, all right, my own truck for sure, I might need to look at hitting 700. If I might want to get, let's say, $5,000 or $6,000 out the week, my average now might have to be 650, 700, right? Would that be too much to ask of me? If you guys watching me, right? If we was on some TV show shit and we on some trucker reality TV show shit, would that be too much? Would you guys be asking me too much to say, Rue, hold on, bro, Rue, you missing out on a whole bunch of money, my nigga. You missing out on them extra 100 miles you could hit. That's adding up on the paycheck, bro. That's another 600 miles or whatnot. You could just went on, you could have ate that. That could have been another $1,000, $2,000, whatever the fuck, man, the going rate would be, right? All right, would that be too much for you guys to ask me? Hell the fuck no. If I'm already in the game and you guys saying, Rue, if you think about going ahead and making 660, 700, your average, dog, but you man, listen, man, you can be in some good company if you can just put making your head that you're gonna run about 600, 700 miles a day now, man. Why would I fuck around act like as if I wouldn't embrace that ideal and I wouldn't entertain what you're saying and entertain what I'm saying and knowing that, all right, the potential is this. If I just say, all right, well, I might have to add an extra 100 to the 600 every day now, and this becomes my new norm. Why would I have a problem if you guys could be low-key cheering for a nigga, pulling for a nigga? Why would that be hard for me to say, I need to add another 100 to my goddamn shit to make me 700? Because I ain't got no reason why I can't hit 700 before I shut down. And if I got to do this shit for a year, because it's adding more to the paycheck, and let alone, it's like I'm getting more for it, right? It's like, what's going on? Like, why can't I hit the 700 now, 720 a day? Why can't I do that? I'm used to doing 500 a day. I can't go another 200? I'm telling you now, I can't do another 200. Nah, my back hurting. Nah, man, hell nah, I'm sleepy, I'm tired. Nah. All right, nigga, go to sleep, nigga. Stretch your back, nigga, stretch your legs, nigga. Like, I mean, what the fuck? Like, what you want to do? Rue, I think if you put your mind to it right there, you can have your own truck come. That's all in the plan. We talking about like soon. My mind is already to it now. All I want to do is, since I done stacked up a whole lot, I want to just be able to go and spin and still have something. So now when I got to start over, I have more coming in a week because I got my own shit and I won't feel like a loss. So let's say if I just drop down, I want to just drop down to where I ain't got to pay shit. So let's say a good trailer is going to go by 18,000. I hear in the road, right? They want them trailers. It's some trailers I can get for 6,000, but they not up to date, right? Some of these shippers and receivers, these shippers, right? They need for your trailer to be 2020. So any trailer 2020 is gonna run you at least by 15,000 if you want a good trailer. All right. So we understand 15,000 to 18,000 for a damn good trailer, right? To get started with a truck, all you need is about a good 50 or maybe 60,000 to get you a truck that you know that ain't got that many miles, right? You want around 300,000 miles, maybe 400, depending on, right? But 300, and if you get a 300,000 mile truck, as I'm looking at some of these papers, right? For about 50 bands, bro, you done won, man. That's a win. That truck not gonna break down on you, dog. And it's like going through the motion of knowing what to get, where dry PM, knowing how to get a mechanic to actually look at this, look at that. These trucks don't break down on people, man. The only thing you see on the road, yeah, there's some shit be happening sometimes because them guys don't necessarily be as attentive. You got to make sure you're on top of this shit, right? From your registration, from your insurance, and on top of that, right? When you getting like an oil change and shit, when you can't just be running and getting money and yet you forget every 3 months I got to actually put this motherfucker in. And it ain't that long, dog. It's about a 2 hours or whatnot, maybe 2 hour wait, and then you waiting another hour or whatnot for them to go and tend to your shit. You just need to make sure up under your hood is on point, man. And it's just simply a wet and dry PM, which costs a wet dry PM together is gonna cost about $400 some, right? Which is nothing for a trucker. So the only thing you would want, right, as a truck driver is a blown tire. And you get your tire fixed, right? And once you get all your tires on point, them tires gonna last you 2.5 years, man, for sure. All right, you gonna be able. If you look, your coolant and your oil gonna last. I've been driving this truck since last goddamn January, last February. My motherfucking coolant, I swear to God, the coolant barely even went under the overfill line. That shit is right. I'm like, how in the hell this coolant been in this motherfucking truck this whole time? I ain't been able to put no coolant in the motherfucker at all. Even when they do the wet dry PM, they not putting the coolant in there. They just telling me about it. I'm like, what the fuck? We talking about the reason why I know what I'm saying, because even before I do my wet and dry PM, I'm checking up under the hood. I'm like, this coolant don't move. You talking about a sign of greatness. Hey, listen, man, listen. And then you got hold on, what I want to say. Your tires gonna cost about $600 a tire, maybe a little more than that. So when you making all the money, man, that ain't nothing for you to replace your tire. That's the only problem you want to have is if your tire is either go flat or go off the rim and you got to get it replaced, man. You do not want to have it where your truck is breaking down, smoking and all. It's because you've been negligent to your goddamn truck. These trucks with these engines, nigga, are not going to break down like that, nigga. When you know what to look at and you got to know your truck, know what to look at up on the truck, bro. That shit will be a lifesaver for when you out here making money. You can just stack the money up because you'll be getting so many thousands of dollars a goddamn week. You stack the motherfucker up, man, and guess what? Guess what? You be damn near on some rich shit. But the whole point is, if you can get you a truck to get started, and this shit's about 50 bands at 300,000, you done won. I would tell you any day, take that shit. If the alignment is on point, if it drives smooth, take that motherfucker. Do not bypass 50 bands on 300,000. Please don't. And if you can drop 30,000 on this shit and just have 20,000 to go, they'll take that. You know, truck can go like this. This is how truck can go, right? The truck payment would be $1,700-1,800 a month, maybe 15. So that's how it ain't like cars, right? Everything is bigger on trucks, but yeah, you get so much money to where you won't even miss it. So if you're getting 10,000 a week, man, and you got 40 bands at the end of the month, and they taking 1,500, 1,700 out, you ain't missing. It's like taking $170 out your shit, man. That's it. That's how they work, man. I'm about to get out of here, dog. I'm about to go to sleep. I gotta get up, man. We'll fuck with y'all, dog.